Mm, you're still- Yes, I know.
Welcome, Wapham crew, guys, gals, ghouls, friends, fiends, foes, and whoever else may be listening beyond the Omniverse tonight. Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a rocky mountain high, get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners, and settle down snugly at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, August 12th, Sunday, August 13th for those of you across the pond and beyond. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. I'm your host, TessaTNT, and we are broadcasting live from the Mile High Clubhouse tonight. It's amazing how many different places people are listening from. I was just looking at my stats a couple weeks ago. We already know Australia, India's there. We got Pakistan, South Africa, Portugal, United Kingdom, Greece, Norway, Belgium, Argentina, and Finland. Welcome to all of you out there. Hopefully you understand me or you have some captions going on where you can understand what we're saying throughout the night. So if you're listening to us live right now, you may be listening to us on KPNL Radio, which you can find at KPNL at kpnl-db.com. eTalk Radio, which you can find on etalk.tv/radio. We're also live on Spreaker.com under We Are Paradox Media. And if you like to watch, you can check us out on Facebook under We Are Paradox Media, Twitch, and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if you don't mind, please mosey on over there. Give us a like. Please subscribe. Leave any comments, good or bad, as far as what you think about the show this evening or any episodes that you've been watching or listening to. If you want to listen to us in your free time, whether you're working it or working out, I could go through a whole list of things, but I'm basically going to say anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can find us under We Are Paradox Media. Because there's so many, Chris. If I mentioned them all, like we could be here all night.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, I mean, there's just so many platforms that you've grown, and yeah, it's just insane to how much you've grown, and like, there's just different platforms. I know the last time when I always like for the people that can't see the show, I always used to tell you to send me the link, but I don't even ask because I know it's a lot of work for you. I know that we're on YouTube, but I don't think they don't get to see that live, right? It's not till after the show they get to see on YouTube.
It's actually live right now on YouTube,
Oh,
Facebook, and Twitch.
I didn't know. I could, cause before you said it was like after the show they got to see YouTube, but
Yeah,
everything else
that's
was.
that's how it was before I started using StreamYard. But now it's set up to where you can watch while we're doing it. And then before, like you were saying, the show would be posted after the show, and it was just for listening and not for watching. So now you can listen or watch.
Wow, that's a big accomplishment because I remember when we had Skype. Skype has been an ass lately. Like I know that you still have the number, but I remember there was a few times I was on the show and the phone said update, and I'm like, really? At this time? Like, seriously? No, you just did not do that to me. And when I hit it, I thought it wasn't going to do anything. The whole fucking shit kicked me out. And I was like, telling everybody I can't get back in, but it was I had to reset the password. I had to go to Microsoft, and I'm like, this is insane. It was just driving me nuts. I was like, no, you just did not do that to me. I was like, this is crazy. But I mean, I love Skype, but I barely even use it anymore. But it's there, necessary. But whew.
Yeah, I pay for the number monthly. I think I used to pay like $18 per year. So that's the discounted rate, but I've just been doing it month to month just in case. Like, I've done so many different things with the sound, trying to get it to work to where when somebody calls in, we can hear them, they can hear us. There's been weird times when they can hear me and not you. So hopefully it works tonight. And I do have that posted right there underneath where we're at. But yeah, Chris, do you mind real quick if I kind of read off who you are just for those of our listeners that don't know who
Go
exactly
ahead.
amazing
Go
psychic
ahead.
Chris Garcia is?
Go ahead.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so
Okay.
psychic Chris Garcia is a psychic medium empath, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, who also has the ability to see auras and has experience with remote viewing. He's had these God-given gifts since the young age of 5, and it's kind of amazing to me. I've been talking to a lot of people recently, and it's funny how a lot of our gifts kicked off at the age of 5. It's pretty intriguing. Chris also loves helping people and sensitive children, and he does tarot cards and is a paranormal enthusiast. He's also a shaman healer and very into his native roots. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hello, Julianne Clifford. Welcome, guys.
Oh my God, I am just done. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I have this is something that I can't really. Well, I'll tell you a little bit. I kind of was going through the stage of a part of me was not accepting my other half. Yeah. I had to let go of that fear of the past life, haunting me. But I've already accepted it. I've already had two good friends of mine. Um, it's just I've gone through a process of something that I couldn't hide from anymore, which I'm not. But yeah, I met a lot of good friends, new family. I'm in a certain chat where they're welcoming. They're like my family. So I've been through a lot lately. I'm learning more now. Can't really give too much information because it's just something fresh and new. Um, but yeah, as far as that goes, I have seen this test. This has never happened to me before. It's already done on a number of occasions where now I'm sleeping, right? I'm sleeping. And I mean, it could be premonition or it's a different type of gift, but maybe it's a trance, I guess. I will sleep, okay? And I will see myself doing a damn reading in my visions. That doesn't happen to
Yeah.
me.
You're like,
So
I'm
I
sleep
was like,
working.
so
What the heck? I've had that
yeah,
too.
and that's never happened to me. So that's totally different. I Sheila. So the thing is that I've had visions where now it's not just premonitions of what's coming. Um, it's just grown so much, and I really kind of freaked myself out even more than I've done before. And you know, when I first met you, oh my God. So the first, I'm going to tell you a little. I'll say that some of the groups I will say hi because they'll probably be in here watching me. Okay, you've already seen this test, but I'm going to give you an update of what's been going on with me. So for the people that don't know, and for the ones that do know, they're very aware. Okay, do you remember this?
Yes.
I've been doing this on TikTok. I've already done it twice. I've actually even used my new kit. This is a new one. This is the one that when I first read you, the first Compared a big difference. This is more like bones. It's got a mixture of different stuff in it. I've already read like
Is it
maybe
both?
three.
Is that kind of
Yeah,
like runes?
no, it's a mixture of bones, dice, and it's got a. It's like
Okay.
more hoodoo type. It's nothing compared to the charm. I mean, it's still the same thing, but it's more detail. I guess you could say. Um, I've actually had faces appear on people's readings on the mat. That's never happened to me. I'm telling you, I've, and then I've had visions where, like, I'll call my friend and we're just in a group and they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know." And I tell them, "Well, that I'm having visions before I have read them." And they're just looking at me like, "You've had visions of, like robberies or things that have been occurring, and then all those things that me and you have experienced with the waves. Remember, me and you were picking up on that."
Yeah,
Um,
the Earth, like, it was hectic. Now it's like, I don't know, it's insane. It's like everything's coming into sync. The dream realm is closer than ever as far as like reality and the dream realm. Like, I feel like they're like this. They're like right
but
on
it's
top of each other.
I get to the point where I'm really like scaring myself. But I've already accepted it, and then a lot of friends helped me. They said, "Chris, let me tell you something, dude. You can't hide from that other part of you. You need to accept it. Look at this." After two very special friends of mine, Shira, which is in, happened to be on. My other friend Georgie comes up and says, "Chris, she did a reading on me, and I was in tears." Okay, I've been through a lot of shit since we've been on the show. Uh, I let go, and I said, I have to just sit there and just let it out. And I said, I can't do this anymore. So now I'm seeing more shadows than frequently. The vibration is going up a notch, which I can't really say how much, but it's going up a notch. Um, Everybody has said that the divination mat is scary as hell. Tarot, I've been doing a lot of oracle. Um, I'm helping a lot of people in certain chats, and like my friend Amy, I've been helping her. And then I've been more active on TikTok, so those readings are just off the charts. I'm doing a lot of stuff on TikTok, so it's kind of like more of the paranormal kind of stuff.
Do you
So
like it's picking up? Like you get on
yes,
TikTok and you were doing
yes,
stuff before,
yes.
so it's just like,
But it's giving me that extra push, and I'm just like, oh my god, am I like? And then I heard myself. My guys were like, "Chris, are you ready for this? You're gonna experience a little bit more." I was like, okay. So the readings I've been just loving, and but I've been working a lot with a lot of goddesses and people that I let it go, and I just let myself be free, and I feel content. I feel more than that's just I don't know. I'm like right now I'm speechless, and I'm glad you had me on, but I have gone. I have. But there is so much shit going on with me. As a matter of fact, I found out through a very special friend of mine that's watching. She is my sister, like the sister. And I
oh,
was introduced. Yeah, she. If you look at her and me, you would swear like you was looking at a mirror.
yeah,
And
like you
she's
guys are
always
twinning.
yes, and I'm just like, oh my god. And then she's like, we just talked maybe an hour, 2, 3 hours ago, and she's pissed. You need to get some sleep. You need to get prepared. Because I was on TikTok for maybe about an hour and a half. And I told Tess, like, listen to this, Tess. I told him, I'm going to bed. I got news flash for you, for everyone watching. You know me, Tess. I'm always like, I'm supposed to be getting some sleep, but I feel very
Mhm.
energized, which is kind of funny because get this. I told everybody that I was going to bed to sleep before the show. Get this. I never went to bed. I was active the whole time. And they're thinking, yeah, Chris is asleep. Chris is asleep. And he's knocked out. And I had him in my head. I was like this because I was like, that's what you think. I was like, I didn't go to bed because, but it's so funny that I'm not even tired. I feel like, I don't even know how to explain this. I have electricity flowing through my body so much that I
Yeah,
am
you
not
feel
even tired.
energized. Isn't that funny?
Yes, and I was supposed to
Like,
be asleep this whole time, hi John.
mhm.
So I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, but I've done a lot more readings, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm gonna confess to you, and others already know this. You know how I used to say, everyone's gonna laugh at this one. So if you see emojis going with a happy smile and get this, and I pinky promised, and I'm gonna put you on the spot too, Tess, because you don't know what's been going on. I promised, as God is my witness, I cannot say I don't know shit no more. You know how I always used to say I don't know shit? I
Yes,
can't.
because that's how you kind of feel like not that you don't know, but you get these indications and then you're not quite sure, so you kind of
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. I can't do it no more because I made a promise to my
Oh,
sister. Yes. There is so much people on TikTok. They already aware of it. They say, "Oh, I forgot the form that said they know what you know, but what we know is what you know." Isn't that right, John? It's the saying that my friends say. But yeah, it's been like I cannot say I don't know shit. I could say it maybe just off camera and hopefully nobody hears me, but I make a promise so I would get in trouble just to let you know. Um,
yeah, I get in
but
trouble
yeah,
all the time, so we can be
so
friends.
I know I can't say it anymore, but it was just the same because you know how I've always said I don't know nothing. I'm nothing. I don't know shit. That's been
Yeah.
thrown out the window. I can't do it. I mean, I could still say it, but
So
later,
you have to be accountable, is what you're saying.
yes, I'm accountable. No, they come alive and I add them to the StreamYard. They're gonna be like, no, no, you can't say
I
it
know as
anymore.
you're talking to them, they're popping up in the chat. They're like, "Yep, no, you can't." Blah blah blah. They're all over. They're on you, Chris. They're holding you accountable.
Yeah, I'm accountable for that. So, but yeah, but I love them. They know they're my family. Uh, there's been a lot of emotion within the past few weeks of acceptance. There was a lot of shit that I was hiding from. Uh, so this show is going to be emotional for me. So if I get a little sentimental with the reading, and of course with the
I'm here for you,
validation that it,
brother.
uh,
'Cause
yeah,
we're
I'm like,
you just grew my family, so don't
yeah,
worry about being emotional because I'm not going to judge you on that because to me, when you do get emotional, you need to be. And that's like a form of cleansing, you know, because you try to fight it, but you shouldn't. You should just let it go.
that's very good advice. Very good advice. And you have known me for how long already, Tess?
Oh my gosh, like 5 years or more?
You know what?
I
I
was
was
trying
talking
to
to my
count it up
friend.
today.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I talked to a friend and we were talking about how long have we known each other. I have a friend that we're coming to the year of how long we know each other. It's gonna be 5 years in February of next year. So we're actually putting the date of when we first met, and we're making like you know how like when you first meet the anniversary. So with my friend Amy, it's 5 years. With you, I don't know. You might want to tell me what date we met and the first time you met me, so we have to know every when I first met you. It'll be a because if we've known each other 3 years, that same month would be added. Like if I've known you 3 years, it's gonna be four
So
years.
I'm pretty sure it was you contacted me out of the blue in the first month that Dave asked me to do a show on his show. And it started off as Psychic Sundays, and then it turned into weekend. And I got a hold of him because I was uncertain of myself, as we all are as human beings. And I'm just like, this guy contacted me and he wants to be on the show. And I don't know if he's a good psychic or not. Like, what do I do? And he's like, well, obviously, have him give you a reading. And you did. I'm like, all right, so when are we going to do this? And I don't know. Ever since that
Wait,
first
wait.
show, we've been like family because I always considered you. I don't know. I call you my little big brother. I come up with funny names like that. Um, but yeah, I'm so glad we met, and I'm so glad you hit me up. And we've been doing this. I'm telling you, it's been over 5 years now. It's been so
So it's gonna
intense.
be so. You might want to get back to me on how many years. So it's been 5 years I've known you. Okay. Do
Yeah,
you remember if it was during the fall or was it during the springtime? Do you know that? Because
I
I don't
believe
even know.
it was. I want to say spring, but it was getting pretty hot, so I believe it was like the beginning of summer or the end
Okay.
of
So that.
spring. It was somewhere in
Okay.
there.
Oh my God. I am done. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. This is for you, Tess, and I'm being called out right now. Okay. This is for you, but get this. This is mind blowing for me. So if I get a little teared up, don't be surprised. So this is for you, but I'm going to tell you two things when I get this reading. I'm going to tell you why. Hold on. Okay, Grandma, I heard that. Okay, anyways,
You're
this is a
scaring me.
hummingbird. This is a
That's scary.
hummingbird. This
Oh, look what
represents
I have right next to me. Holy
the
shnikes. It's
there's a
it's humming.
it's a it's a hummingbird. This represents joy. So what I was told to tell you, and I'm gonna tell you after I'm done with the reading why this is hitting me right now. Okay, the hummingbird is telling me for you to enjoy your life. Don't
Mhm.
let anyone take your happiness, and just blossom like a hummingbird. Just flip those wings and just spread them. Okay, just spread them to go beyond what you've done. Reach the horizon. Okay, that's the first card. Second card. This is all. This is pertaining to you, but I'll tell you what I'm getting. I'll tell you in a minute. That we got the. I don't know what you call this damn bird. It's called the self-reflection card. So what you are like the mirror. What you give out to the mirror, it comes back to you threefold. You give out, you get if you get tenfold blessing, you're gonna get double time. Okay, you're getting it double fucking time. Just saying. Then you have the salmon, which is the fish, is inner wisdom and knowledge. So you have a lot of knowledge that you're gonna be going through to where you're gonna be tapping into more shit than you've ever done before. You think that you are at your toppest potential, sweetheart. There's more shit coming. Trust me, I'm already
I
experiencing this for me. Okay, there's more shit coming. And then I'm gonna tell you that I was reading, okay? So don't tell me anything. You can validate it after I tell you the story. Number one, this is my grandma. She comes to me as a
oh,
hummingbird. Okay, she comes to me as a hummingbird. Um, that's telling me that enjoy what I'm learning. Enjoy that my other half that I kind of try to hide it, and that goes along with my sister. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Oh my
this is
God.
I'm telling you, this is right beside me. Right here on the wall, right beside me. Every
Look at how
night.
beautiful that is. Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah, my
God, you're
daughter bought this for me.
oh my
I'm
God.
getting the chills, man. I'm getting the goosebumpies.
Okay, the second card, you know how when I was telling you self reflection?
Is that a crane?
You no, that's self reflection. I don't know what kind of bird it is. It looks like one of those
It
what
looks
do you
like a
call it?
crane. They kind of look
Yeah,
like pelicans because they have kind of the same beak, but
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was thinking. But even though it's not a pelican, what are the ones that are pink? The ones with
A
the stand on the
flamingo?
leg? What is it
Yeah.
called again?
Flamingos. They're only pink because of the things they eat.
Okay, well, I'm getting symbolic for you. Pink for me, for you, even though that's not the color of the card, but I'm being told outside of this card, I'm seeing pink for you. So that's harmony and love, and you're giving love to everyone that you're touching. you're gonna grow. You're gonna remember this reading, okay? Because it might not, you might not cry right now. Maybe at the end, maybe I don't know. But you have such a beautiful energy to you that you just blossom like a rainbow. Is what I see right now. And the fact that you got the hummingbird, that's confirmation for me that my grandmother is very, very proud of me, along with my other ancestor, which I can't say her name. I have inner wisdom that I'm going to be dealing with and inner knowledge that I'm going to be having to do. So I'm
Can you
going to,
put that
Mapala.
fish card a little closer? Okay.
Okay, so that's the inner wisdom and knowledge. So that's telling me that knowing that you have that hummingbird, I'm going to tell you one thing. I know that you're a sister from another mother, but let me tell you something. That hummingbird that's next to you, that's very symbolic to me, more ways than one. I see hummingbirds, even though it's hot, I've been seeing them lately. They have been coming around. They've been showing up at the front door. They've been showing up over there. They've been coming up closer to me, which is very not normal animal like. So it's like my grandma coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so knowing that you have that hummingbird, that means a lot to me because that's just confirmation that I am on the right path and I'm going tremendously. So just thank you for sharing that. And I can I see that hummingbird again because I love the colors. It's
Yes.
a
Isn't it
rainbow.
beautiful? Okay, so
Look,
here's the back of it, and then
oh
look at
my
how
god,
beautiful it
look
is.
at that sky crapper. Oh my
And then look at
god.
its tail.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
kind of
my
like
grandma.
a cocktail on a hummingbird, but yes, it's so beautiful. My eldest daughter bought this for me last year at the job I'm working right now, which is the La Plata County Fair. But I at first had it on my microphone, but then I'm like, that's too dangerous because it's so precious. So I put it right here beside me.
I'm getting so much not pain, but I'm getting like this warming feeling in my body.
Hmm.
I haven't
Yeah,
felt
it's
this
like that
before. This
ache
is
because, like you said, that's your grandma and she was so important to you. But it's heartwarming and stuff because she's there for you. She is watching over you. She's
yeah.
watching you grow. She's so proud of you. She's going to keep pushing you.
That was emotional for me. Oh my god. I'm like
I know
speechless.
you're kind of blurry to me right now because I'm all teary eyed. Like,
Oh my
it's
grandma, I love
amazing
you.
how we're growing together, and when we go through different hurdles, we keep pushing each other, you know?
Yeah, I love you, grandma. I know you're watching over me too. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Oh my god, it's really creeping me out because I haven't been on the show in a while, and there's so much that if I could talk to you off of line after the show, you would be crying too. I have grown so much in the past 2 months, and then what's crazy is my birthday's coming up in September, and I know
Mhm.
there's going to be more coming to me. It's just so much overwhelming right now. It's a good feeling though, but it's just,
It's a good feeling, but it's kind of overwhelming. And, we being humans, we're uncertain of ourselves. But like you said, you have so much love to give and you touch so many people and you got to keep doing this. And us being who we are, there's so many people out there that just want to, put bricks on our head or maybe their foot or whatever to keep us down. We just got to keep growing no matter what they say, no matter what they do. That's just, to me, I compute that as that's the devil trying to keep me down, trying to keep me from my full perspective or my full awareness or my fullness. Like everything I have to give, all the gifts and all the things that I have to give, all the gifts and all the things you have to give. We just got to
you
keep
know,
going. And it's so easy to say, I give up, because it does get really, really hard, to the point where it's hard to even get out of bed sometimes. We just got to keep trucking, got to keep swimming.
yeah, yeah, I know, and it's so weird because I I think before all this stuff happened to me, I was like kind of sad, and I had talked to a real good friend of mine, and she knew and her kid knew, which is I'm gonna mention their names in a while, like Emily and Hannah and Zayden and Michelle and all them. They're another. They brought me to not give up because I was at a point where I was just gonna be like, you know what, I'm just done. I feel like I'm done with what I'm meant to do. I'm just done. And you know what they told me? Don't you dare. Her kid came up to the camera and they looked at me and they said, Chris, look at how much people you've touched. And this was before I met my new group. Okay? They said, you are gonna meet people that are gonna love you, they're gonna accept you, um, they're gonna take you in as family. And not only that, you're gonna find out more shit as you go. And they said, don't you dare. Don't you dare. And they said, don't you leave. And I was just, it was like, I was just guided and said, you can't give up. There might be something that's trying to stop you, but don't you dare. And you know what? I thank them for that because they have been my little angels because her kids are like very close to me. And, uh, and I thank them because now I see why. I see that I
And
have,
that's so pure and so innocent, and for them to see that and for them to tell you that, it just shows you a lot, like,
yeah,
kids
they're more in
are
tune. They're
brutally
more in tune.
honest.
They're more in
Yeah,
tune.
brutally honest.
They're more in tune. They're more in tune than what you really realize. And you know what?
Mhm,
I know they're probably, their kids and all that, but I love them. They're like my kids, even they're my friend's kids, but I love them.
mhm.
And then another thing I'm gonna add before I change the subject, you're gonna freak out. Okay. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna say a shout out to everyone. Harley, I love you. Hold on, Julie, I love you also. John, woo, Shira, Georgie, I love you guys. All I can say right now, just at the moment. Woo, that just feel good. Like I needed to say
I
that.
love you too, Chris.
And I love you too, Jazz, because you've been there since day one. The other one, I'm gonna tell you another thing. This is gonna be on the flip side.
Carly Dark
You know
said, "We
how,
love you."
so with that being said,
And John said,
um,
"You too, bud."
so with that being said, uh, I'm gonna tell you a little bit what's been going on, and this is what creeps me out. With the story of Michelle, I have like three stories, but I'm gonna make it quick. Michelle was going to sleep, and this is one story. This is just one. The big one was the bombshell where you can't deny it anymore. You can't fucking say you don't know shit. So the first
Yeah.
story was she had told me months before she had said, and this was on TikTok. I was on TikTok. She called me, okay, and I was on TikTok doing my thing and saying, "Nah, I don't know shit." Blah blah blah. Everybody, be
Yeah.
careful what you say. Be careful what you say. I
Yeah.
was, and they were just warning me, and I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. So I got my ass not just once, three times, but I'm only going to tell you two stories. So my friend tells me months before, she's like, Gosh, I gotta ask her a question for you. And I'm like, oh shit. Here it goes. And I say, okay, just lay it on me. And she's like, she turns the camera around on Messenger and she's like, not telling me anything. And I said, I look at the closet and she's like, is there something in here besides my mom? Because her mom's been deceased. And I said, yeah, there's a mail. And she just looked at me. And you are a messenger, let me mind you. and this was before. So she's like, yeah, what, I know you've been right, but no, I don't feel it. I haven't seen nobody because they've been seeing shadows. So after that, month passed, and she's like, no, I don't feel nothing. But they've seen shadows, but they could never get a description. And there's a whole story to this. You're gonna freak out. So she tells me that, and then one day I was on TikTok and I was playing around saying I don't know shit. Can't say it no more. So she calls me on fucking Messenger on this other phone that's on where I can see everybody talking in chat. She calls me and says, dude, up in my face. She's like getting real close and she's like, dude, you are creepy as fuck. And I was like, what the hell did I do this time? She said, dude, this is what happened. And let me mind you, remember what I told you about that thing in the closet, right? She has tile. She's been there since December. That since December. Yeah, you're gonna freak out. So she tells me, dude, I talked to Hannah and I was cleaning the house one day and they weren't even started school yet. She goes, Hannah, what the fuck is that on the floor in my closet? So she had probably
Oh my
something in the
gosh.
way. So she goes under whatever was in the way. She goes under, grabs it, and says, look, mom, guess what it was? That's an obituary of this guy. He died July the 21st, March 22nd. And he's been there that and it was you could tell that it had been there for a long fucking time. It had like dirt on it. And the whole time she had never seen it because she never saw this obituary. Out of the blue on August the 4th, it appears. She called me and she said, dude, I don't know what you're doing if you're on TikTok, but you do know shit. And I was like, and she was losing connection as she was saying this. So she hangs up and I said, before you leave, because I know it was buffering and all that, you know how Messenger is. I said, call me on FaceTime. Didn't happen. So after that, I'm in TikTok and telling them the story. And I told everybody on TikTok, I said, it's weird how this shit she's never seen it. And I told her, and I had said it before everybody else said, I said, guess what? He fucking put it there. How the fuck do I know that shit? Everybody was like, did you say what I thought you said? I said, yes. And John was in there. Everybody was in there. Harley was in there. Julie was in there. Everybody
Like,
was cracking up.
we're taking notes right now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Back to
They
Chris.
said, I sent it to Julie. I sent it to the group chat and all this other shit, right? And they were just laughing. They got a kick out of it. So they're like, "Holy crap, that's some validation right there." That was just mind blowing. So before that happened, this is the sad part. I had a dream prior to that. I had a dream that I had went to go visit them, and let me tell you, they're from Louisiana. Okay, I had a vision. I still haven't seen them in person. I've only talked to them on the phone. I had a vision, and this was before. So I'm there, and she's like, "Are you coming?" I said, "Yes," but I was like, this just like literally shaking because I was nervous. I was shy to meet them. I got to meet them. They hugged me. I was scared to eat. I didn't want to eat. I didn't even want to use the restroom because I'm shy. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't even want to even take a shower. And she goes, Chris, really? And this was in the dream. She goes, make yourself at home. We are your family. And I'm like, no, this is not my house. All this other stuff. So then that happens. And she goes, we're going to bed. Says, whatever. You just got to go, go to sleep. So I go, Michelle, where am I sleeping? And this is a dream. I'm sleeping on the couch. This is the creepiest shit. This is where you were talking about this before we went live. You're gonna find out why I'm bringing this up. So I'm
Yes.
laying there. So I'm laying there in my sleep, in the dream, on her couch, and I'm just trying to sleep. And I'm in a new environment. I had to adjust because I was there going to be there for a week. So I'm just dreaming, and I'm just laying down. All of a sudden, I see this guy leaning over me and just looking at me like this. So
Oh
then
no.
he did not budge. He was just like this, and I
Just
had my
waiting.
eyes closed. And then when I opened my eyes, he was still there. And I backed up and I said, I was on the couch and I said, "What are you doing here, dude?" I said, "I've seen your face before." And I said, "I think I know
You're
who
not
you
supposed to
are."
be here.
I know. I told him, "You're not supposed to be here." And this is the bombshell. So I woke up from that vision and I told her, this is the sad part that came out of it. I want to say 3 days later, I had a feeling that I did the spirit box. This is another thing. They said, "Call Michelle, hurry up." It was saying her name. The damn shit was saying her name.
Yeah.
And I was again on TikTok. Yeah, it was saying her name. "Call Hannah, hurry up. They need you." And I was like, please don't do this shit to me. I already called out once. I was like, no, 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 no. So they said, "Call her." I said, "Okay, I'm done." I called her. She was crying. Guess what? After that vision, remember I told you, Tess, she found out that her aunt died.
Her
Flat on
aunt?
her face. Yeah, her aunt. Flat on her face. So when they turned her around, she had a mad face. And I was on TikTok and doing the spirit box and talking to her. I was multiple tasking. I was doing like 3 or 4, 5 things at one time, right? So I was like, so then I was like, this is what's crazy. So I'm just like freaking the hell out. I'm just like, damn, I gotta get a grip. Everybody's like, breathe, because I was on TikTok.
Mhm.
So then I said, guys, if she needs me, I gotta go. So I cut the shit off. I said, I'll be back later. I call her, and this is where the shit comes out. She's like talking to her cousin. I say, hi, I waved on her on Messenger. And I said, well, have you slept? She goes, I can't keep it down. I'm not hungry. I said, girl, you need to eat. So I
Yeah.
look at her and
And
the
exactly
girl,
I said eating because it knows if she doesn't eat and she doesn't sleep, it's going to weaken her and it's going to make
yeah,
her prime for, taking over
yeah,
doing some things.
yeah, yeah. And then after that, she was like, she tells her friend, she goes, who's that guy right there? I'm on video. He's my psychic friend. Remember when I told you about that dream about? She just went like that. She's like, I said, hi, nice to meet you too. Because she had told her weeks before exactly her face was like, she dropped. And then I was like, hi, nice to meet you too, by the way. I was just
Yeah.
like to meet you, whatever. So that happened. And then I'm just like talking. And I told Michelle, I said, I want to ask you a question. She asked me, she goes, Wes, what did my aunt see? And I said, oh my God, that's the shit I didn't want you to ask. I fucking knew you were going to ask me.
Now you're gonna
Oh
make
my
me.
God.
I don't want to go there.
I know, right? And guess what I saw? I told her what I saw.
No.
They were talking before, and she had told her friend, her cousin, all her friends, whatever, that I said this in the dream that I had told her this week before. She was like, "Yeah, my cousin told me that what you saw was a hat man." That
You know
was the bombshell. Oh my god! So that's why I can't say I don't know shit no more. So that's the story of Chris's psychic Garcia's life. Yeah. And then when you
what
said about what you were
makes
saying,
senseless
and then what you were saying before the show, that was
about
the
the
hat
tall
man that
man.
you. Yes,
So the
yes.
hat man and tall man are different, but
No, it's the
yeah,
same.
tall.
He's just,
Okay,
but he's.
I don't know the tall man. Okay, so gosh, so I listen to while I'm typing and I'm getting the show ready, and then once I'm done, generally the last 30 minutes or whatever, I'll be able to watch videos. And there was this thing called Not Your Normal Kids Show or something like that. And I showed Chris the face of this chick, like she's kind of painted up like the Joker, but a little different. And she's doing her thing, and then she's like, "Hi, tall man," and there's this tall man right next to her. I had an experience with the tall man in Arkansas. It was very creepy, and he only showed up once my sister left to help her friends or whatnot. And he was sitting there and staring at me, and you know how you can pick up on vibes. Like I can feel like he's threatening me, and I'm like, I'm not afraid of you, blah blah. Like you can't hurt me. And then he projected his face. I can't even remember what movie that was from where that happened, but he's in this doorway of this room he's stuck in. He projects his face like directly into my face repeatedly.
Wow.
And then later on that night, when I went to sleep, he came in and assaulted me. And then later on, I talked to other people, and they're like, "Yes, we've heard of the tall man." And then this happens, and then it was the spider thing. Like when I was a kid, a spider laid, thing of eggs behind my ear, and it made me really sick. My mom was really
Wow.
upset about it at first because I was like, "Mom, my ear hurts," and I was like, all whiny all day. And then finally, she looked and she's like, "Oh my gosh, we have to take you into the hospital." Well, not only did she go from talking about the tall man on the Not Normal Kids show, but spiders laying eggs in a living host. So when the eggs hatch, they eat that host. Thank God my mom took me in there. The cone that popped out was about that big from behind my ear. I still have the scar from it. I hated spiders.
Wow.
And then my husband caught me going through, and I'm reading about tarantulas and other spiders, and he's thinking I'm like texting some love of my life or something. He's like, he sees what I'm doing. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm desensitizing myself because I'm tired of being afraid of spiders." And it actually worked. Like, instead of being afraid of them and killing them immediately, I would trap them and release them outside. But yeah, kill the fear is a major thing that stops a lot of us from things that we want or need. And you've had it, Chris. I've had it. And there's people that project it into our lives from things they say or do to make us doubt ourselves. We just need
Yeah.
to realize our full potential and keep climbing that ladder because we're going places.
Oh
And just wait
yeah.
and see. It's going to be
I believe.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that because like I told you, I was going through some stuff. Like I think it was, I don't remember what month, but I was going through little emotions here and there, and I was freaking out because I was like, "What the hell is going on with me?" And I started doing the mat reading, which is, I love that one. Everybody loves that one. It's. I need to give you another reading because you're gonna be mind blown. So so it's just like, oh my god, like it's gotten intensely more. But I'm still growing more. There's a lot more stuff I can't say. I'm gonna leave that for another show. But I'm going through another stage. Uh, I don't know how much it's gonna impact me, but it's gonna be something different. You're gonna see something different, not something
It's
normal.
amazing because, like you're saying, like we've all been going through the stage of not believing in
Hey,
ourselves and listening to what other people are saying to us and letting that get us down and letting that mute us or stop us or whatnot. And luckily, it's only been momentary because we'll sit there and we'll feel sorry for ourselves for a little bit. And then we're like, F that. I'm not going to let this happen. I'm going to keep on going because I can feel it. Like, whether it's your spirit guide or your internal light or whatever it might be, you feel that pull. You feel like there's something more for me to do. And you just got to keep going. And once you do, those people fall away. Like you said, your old family or what you thought was your old family turned out to be a bunch of assholes. And then you meet your new family. And I don't know, I think we're brought into each other's lives for a certain reason. And I do believe a lot of people, even I have said, we've been talking about the end of time since the beginning of time, but I really do feel
yeah,
like
we're
since
getting
about the
closer.
year,
we're, we're getting
yeah, since
closer.
99 or 2000, like that's when I first started getting visions. And I accumulated it to, oh, well, I fell asleep next to the TV and the news was on, so that must have been it. But no, we get visions for a reason. and it keeps happening. And like we're saying, the dream realm, before it was like
Okay.
this, and then it's like this and this and this and this. Now it's like this, to where I've been here before, but this is for real. Like my dream, my reality are basically the same. They're on the same plane, or there's a little door you go through to where you're like, okay, that's my dream. Now I'm gonna wake up. It's just like one step down now instead of like a whole tier of steps. I don't know. Does that make sense? That's the best way I
Hmm.
can think to explain it, because
Yeah.
otherwise, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now
No,
you
but
could
seriously,
say
that's
that.
the best
You
way.
could say that. That you could say you don't know
No, I'm just
nothing.
kidding. That's
But
what popped in my head. I don't know
I
what
can't. You know
that
what? I'll
was
be like
just
this. You know how that you say pinky promise, but if you go like this, you're like, you're like, cross my fingers. I can't say anything.
you're so
It's
terrified.
I promise. I promise. I cannot say anything.
I'm not gonna jinx this. It's gonna be okay. I swear it's gonna be okay. No, it's gonna be okay. And we are going to go through a lot of turmoil and a lot of hurt and everything. But as long as we stick together and we got each other's back, we can get through this.
Yeah, and I
And
believe that. And hopefully, I was going to ask you, did that really make sense to you? What I told you? What's been going on with you? Can you
yes.
explain what's been going on without saying much? What is it that everything I told you? What is resonating with you with all those three cards?
So like you're saying with your dreams and like in your dreams, then you wake up and the same person is asking you for a reading and stuff like that. Duplicity. Is that what it's called? I feel like I said it wrong, but I often think that when I spell words. It doesn't look right, but it actually is. But duplicity is what it is. And so it happens in your dream, and then you wake up, and then it's happening again. Is this like Groundhog Day or what? No, it's for a reason, because you had that dream, you had that premonition in that realm. And like I said, instead of being like up this full
Yeah,
tier, now it's just step up and you're in the waking world and
yeah,
you have
yeah,
happening again.
yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, I just had this dream, and hopefully you remember it, because a lot of times it's a way, but a lot of times, like with me, dreams have been sticking with me. Generally, I'll remember it for the first 10 minutes, then it's gone. But I'm like, oh yeah, well, this is what this dream was, and there's been a lot of dead people in my dreams lately.
Oh my God, you're hitting trigger words right now. Oh my God, that's so much
I'm
shit
telling
going
you,
on. Woo! That is creepy.
the
That
dead
is
people are
creepy.
very
It's so
talking to me right now. Like,
they're gonna be like, "Hi, popping up. Hi,
instead of just
hi.
like
My
standing
name is
there and
Hi."
looking at you,
You're just
whatever.
like,
Um, like my brother-in-law in my dream recently, he was dancing with my eldest daughter, who's 23, and he's whipping around all over the floor. Generally, he'd be on the stage playing his guitar and like tearing it up, but instead he's like whipping my daughter around the floor, and he did this swirly did thing on the floor, and she kind of like hit a wall, but it was funny. She didn't get hurt, but it's amazing. Like all these dead people are coming into my dreams, and instead of, like I said, when my dad comes, he's generally really quiet and just like my mom did
well,
to him. So maybe he's kind of repeating that, but no, they're like lively and they're happy and they're having conversations, and
yeah, yeah,
you
because
just
they
have to remember
see that, yeah, and they see a lot more than what we're aware of. I think they already know what's coming because I've already told everybody. There's gonna be more shit popping up that nobody really has talked about. I guess it's more like the, well, you know what? Should I say this? You know how we always have technical issues. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. We're on your show. So I'm good.
it. Knocking on
Damn
wood right
government.
now.
I'm gonna say like this: the damn government. You can't hide anymore because we know your shit. We call you out on your shit, and then all of a sudden y'all say, "Well, we don't know about any aliens. We never seen aliens." And just recently on my news break, they said, "Oh, the government just found some UFO spaceships." After all these years, you're actually admitting it?
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, seriously. And people are like, okay, so what is happening in the world that you're talking about as spacecraft, blah, blah, blah. This has to be some sort of distraction. No, people are sick and tired of the lies. I believe it was Truman or was it Eisenhower? I think it was Truman that signed the agreement, and Eisenhower was the one that was saying, like, I saw aliens and I saw spacecraft. I think Truman's the one that signed the agreement that aliens could take so many of us per year, um, causing a revolt. They
Yeah,
agreed to
those,
that. They're like, oh, yeah, go ahead, take whoever you want. Aren't we
yeah,
supposed to protect our own? But they're getting certain things out of it, like technology. We've
yeah.
grown leaps and bounds over the years, so they're like, oh, if you take a couple thousand people, we're okay with that. What the hell is wrong with you?
I know, and it's
Um,
bad because I noticed that we've known for all this life that we know that we've had spaceships. Really? Now they're coming out with these like we're stupid, and it makes you question your gifts, and then you're like, really? You're validating me now? Once I knew all this shit all this time? Nah. Why
how
are you
many
coming
lives
out with all?
for this, and now you're okay with these, pilots and stuff coming out? And to me, it's kind of weird because the same people you see on like History Channel and these other places that are sharing their stories are now on the Supreme panel where they're like, yeah, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Different people have different terminologies. Some do, the other is like more scientific. But I believe that they're doing this before the Supreme Court. So now it's on record. We've done it on shows. That's not on record, but in front of the Supreme Court, it is. So at least it counts for something. One little tiny baby step forward.
Yeah, and
It's
you know what? The next thing they're gonna be talking about is Bigfoot. That would be surprise me. Be like, hi,
hey,
buddy.
I'd like to have my cousin Bigfoot on the show here in the near future. Um, but it's pretty
Oh,
intense.
whoa.
This aliens do
Oh,
this.
I'm not even kidding.
What?
Okay, that was weird. I'm
What just
done.
happened? Is this
I
like
just
that
saw.
time something
Yes,
flew up?
this is where the new gift coming from. I'm not even kidding. I have my door closed. Somebody was just standing there.
Dude!
Yes,
Okay,
just
so
now, but you
one on
can't see it.
security, I was fine. Night two, I'm like, I keep seeing people, like, how you see in your peripheral? People standing there looking at me or people walking by or whatever, and I look over, nothing's there. And then I go over to see my daughter, just to check on her because we're on different sides of the barn doing security. And she mentioned it first, and I was like, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to freak anybody out. But I've been seeing a lot of shit tonight too. And she's like, yeah, I wasn't there last night, but it is tonight, and it's super freaky, like full-fledged human figures.
Yeah, yeah, that's creepy when you can. Yeah, that is so creepy. That just
It's
happened because
like
when I something.
the longer you're there, the more comfortable they get with you. So they're like, yeah, we're just gonna come out and hang out with you guys instead of like hiding in the shadows and stuff.
That was weird. I
Um,
cannot believe I just saw that. That was
so
weird.
what did it look like? Was it the tall man because we mentioned him, or what was it?
It was an ancestor saying hi to me. She's like with a
Okay,
smile.
I sure
She
hope
just
so.
disappeared. Yeah, I didn't. It was nobody. I promise you. Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
visiting. Speak of the tall man because that guy, I hate that guy.
So, but that's the story that's been going on with me, and oh my God, Tess, it's just I'm just taking it all in. I am just freaking out. Like I'm happy, but it's like shocking. But I'm not gonna freak out because I'll be accepted. So yeah. Now,
Chris,
without any.
because like these days are so strange. There's so much weird stuff happening. And it's like, okay, so they're talking about UFOs and aliens and all this other stuff. What is stranger than that they're trying to hide?
No, they're
Maybe
coming
they're
at
just
it.
actually coming out, is what I
Hmm.
feel like. I don't feel like right now they're trying to hide anything. There's Trump, there's Biden, there's all that other BS. I think they're actually trying to put this on record. UFOs exist. Aliens. The government has been hiding this from us for so long. But on that note, you guys, Chris, we got to go to our first music break. And I see you in there, Spooky Robin. We'll get to you after this music break. But on this music break, we have Miss Michaelan Hay from Ontario, Canada. And she's going to be singing Nothing But Blood, Collapse, Close, Devil You Know, and then we have Mr. Fred Johnson III from Canyon County, California with Sugar. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break, which is just a little over 15 minutes long. Get your snacks, get your drinks, get your whoopee or your blankie, whatever you want to call it. We'll see you back soon. See you soon.
There's too much sky.
What?
Too
Okay.
blue,
Okay. I was about to say, sorry.
Still
Birds
here.
on the wire are singing, but I don't know why. Why aren't the roses hanging their heads? They're standing straight up, blooming instead. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Why does that guy have a smile on his face? Why is the sun even shining today? Why are the headlines talking about love? Don't they all know what happened to us? Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. The moon goes up, the sun goes down, the stars light up, the world goes round. Every day, life moves on, it don't stop for anyone. Now that we're apart, there's nothing. Now that we're apart, there's nothing but blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Blood in my heart. Where'd you go? You're running away. I know that it ain't easy. I see you're losing your mind. You're pushing away. Yeah, it's a mistake. Yeah, it's a making me check my phone to see if you called. I know I'll get nothing at all. just you and me. I'm starting to break. I wish you could see what you're doing to me. What you do? Yeah, we're going too fast, 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 fast. Get your foot off the gas, 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 gas. Yeah, we're gonna crash. How is this gonna last when we always collapse? Yeah, we're going too fast, 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 fast. Get your foot off the gas, 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 gas. Yeah, we're gonna crash. How is this gonna last when we always collapse? Stop, 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 stop. When we always collapse. When we always collapse. Throw me of my game again. Never thought I would bend. You're making me soft. Starting to slip. You don't give a shit. It's starting to hurt. I can't keep my grip. Yeah. Oh, I can see the end begin. I can see. Yeah, we're going too fast, 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 fast. Get your foot off the gas, 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 gas. Yeah, we're gonna crash. How is this gonna last when we always collapse? Stop, 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 stop. Yeah, we're going too fast, 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 fast. Get your foot off the gas, 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 gas. Yeah, we're gonna crash. How is this gonna last when we always collapse? Stop, 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 stop. When we always collapse. Oh, I can see the end begin. When we always collapse. Oh, I can see the end begin. Saw you for the first time in a while, in a while. You seemed so surprised I worked out a smile, Cause I've grown and I've changed, yeah, we went separate ways. How come we're both back here? You push me away, let my life rearrange, but still we're both back here. Close to me, I want you close to me. I can see that you want me. Follow me, baby, just follow me. Trust me, baby, get close to me. You know how to make me lose all control, I should know when I need to let myself go. So let's go. Close to me, I want you close to me. I can see that you wanted me. Follow me, baby, just follow me. Trust me, baby, get close to me. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I'm not the same. I want you close to me. I want you close to me. I can see that you wanted me. Baby, just follow me. Trust me. Baby, close to me. I want you close to me. I can see that you wanted me. Follow me. Baby, just follow me. Trust me. Baby, get close to me. Your troubled heart beats like a river. It's rushing towards fields painted greener. It doesn't see the demons behind, praying you getting close to the line, so they can get their hands on love and trade it off for silver. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Your nervous spine is crawling with shivers. You're standing right in the eye of a blizzard. You're inches from a shelter, so near the warmth of a home in a chandelier, shining down its light on love, wishing you'd be closer. The curtain's nice, but what it hides is worse than sticks and stones. Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. 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 Before you climb the fence tonight, look through the microscope. Better the devil you know. Better the devil you know. Better the devil you know. Better the devil you know.
Waiting here on this cold, lonely night without you. The tension's overbearing. Wonder, are you coming back home again? To inspire fondness with love. Where did our love go wrong? My sugar. Why did I make you cry? Whispers flow through my mind when I think about you. That warm feeling in me. My heart sings a sad song and just melts away. Please look into my eyes, my sugar. This life is not fair. Until the sun doesn't shine anymore, I'll be there. When time is a memory, I'll know this love. You will always be the one, my sugar. The feeling is so strong. Waiting here on this cold, lonely night without you. Where did our love go wrong?
My sugar. I love Fred Johnson III. I love Michaela and Heat too. They're both amazing artists. Like, it just touches your soul, seriously. But welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Media's Late Night in the Rockies. We got Mr. Brave Sir Robin. I believe just recently he is Mr. Spooky Robin on the line. And then we have Miss Haley Dark after him. Welcome back, Chris. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Robin, for calling in, and thank you, Harley. It's so awesome to have you guys on board.
I know. Hi. Hi, Sir Robin. What's up, dude? What's up?
Hello.
Oh my God. Are you really?
Wondering, like, this is like acting really weird. Like, I can't.
What?
No.
You're getting she's getting deja vu. That's what it is.
Oh, and I was talking about that earlier. When deja vu happens, like, I always fear it because I'm like, what's going to happen next? But I think it's for a reason. Like, we've been here before, or we've been prepared for this.
Yeah, it's just, oh, and by the way, Tess, you ready for this shit?
Hopefully.
Tess.
Yeah.
Harley's my sister.
Hi, sister.
Yeah, we were just, yeah, there's so much. So, hi, Sir Robin. So, how can I help you tonight?
Like, side.
Oh. So far,
How can I help you?
So in July and so far in August, I have learned quite a bit about myself, but I still feel like that there's just something blocking me, and I would like to know why.
I guess because, just let me explain something to you. You're going through a stage, and I get it because I was like that before I met Harley. We found each other, and I found others among us. You're going through that stage where you're gonna find your family, but you're gonna find someone that's gonna find you either by seeing you or watching you, and that's why I feel like you're being blocked from something that you haven't really been aware of yet. So there's probably somebody throwing blockage energy to you. So to me, that I'm just gonna say it on the air because I could say that because Tessa says I can cuss. I'm just gonna tell you that's fucked up. Okay, that's just plain fucked up. And you don't deserve to go through that shit. Because when you're at that stage, you start getting like depressed. You feel like I shouldn't be here no more. I'm better off dead. Those voices just get in your head. But what you gotta do is remove those thoughts and think you're needed. You might not know by who or where, but you will see where you're gonna be guided. Because I feel like you have some dark cloud over you, and I feel like you've learned a lot, but you're just like, am I even on the right fucking path?
And we were talking about this earlier, like different people we thought were our family are trying to stop us. different people that are our family are trying to stop us, saying mean things or doing mean things or whatever to keep us from our full potential, to make us doubt ourselves. Don't listen to the peanut gallery. Like, do your thing.
That is some fucking shit because that's what everybody tells me. It's like, stop. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's hard because
it
we're
is hard.
empathic and we're very emotional beings, and we feed off of a lot of people's energies. And when they start saying negative things to us, we start to believe it. Don't believe it. Listen to your
Mm-mm.
inner self. Feel
You
yourself.
might want,
Start feeling
you
it
might want to,
and know you're meant to do this.
Okay.
you know what I feel with you is that I'm glad you're wearing black because that's very protective. But I might tell you a little something too. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. Start wearing red.
Okay.
Wear red because that's a power color. I wear a lot of red sometimes, but lately I've been wearing black, but it's depending on what you're going through because in hoodoo, colors represent power. So if you want to represent black, it's for vanishing, binding, protection. Purple is more power, enthusiasm. You know, it gives you power, has meaning behind it, and it's just
Isn't that you said
a
it
very
too?
powerful color. So it's a
Okay.
very powerful color. Not to disrespect black, because black is one of my other colors that I barely see. But you have so much beautiful, beautiful soul. And you know what? You don't deserve that shit, dude. Look what I'm going through. I'm still going through some stuff as we speak. But I'm not sharing that with everyone because that's going to be the bombshell maybe in another, maybe 3 months from now. Because there's going to be
Okay.
some other shit that I'm going to tell, and it's going to be just, I actually was in tears earlier, and it just, yeah, it touched my heart. So just know that you better find your family, and who knows, you might have it right in front of your face, and you just don't even know.
Okay.
And I can tell you right now, as you being connected to me, just you connected to me, even though my family does not know you, but I welcome you with open arms with me and you alone.
All right.
We've been through a lot of shit together, dude. You've been you've been on every show I've been with. I have told you shit has came to pass. I know it has.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for you to blossom out of that shyness. Don't give a shit what people fucking tell you. That's what I'm being told to tell you. You need to come out. There's a lot of people that you just need to come out. You really do. And somebody else is hiding your face. I had to talk with her earlier. But like I said, you need to come out.
Okay.
Stop being behind that stop being behind that shadow and that darkness. Come out.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
don't listen to those things that are trying to encroach upon you and keep you down, whether it's your family talking down to you or whether it's, I know you have a lot of paranormal activity in your house. It could be spiritual energy trying to keep you down. It's because they don't want us to reach our full potential. So you just got to keep swimming, keep going, and don't listen to it. Listen to your inner self, listen to your heart, and know like you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. There's going to be naysayers all over the place putting you down. Don't listen to them.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm getting a weird feeling. I'm gonna tell you what I feel, Tess. Nobody never knew my sister. Okay, we just barely got a acquaintance, maybe about I want to say maybe a month, maybe even 2 months. I'm not really sure, but she says she don't know shit, but she does. She knows more than what she says.
I was like, you
That's how
see
very
her,
familiar.
Chris? Are you
I
talking
know,
about your
right? Yes, and you're my other sister too, Tess. So you know you might have a connection with Hardy, but we'll talk more about that later. But I feel that you need to really come out of. And you know what? I was gonna ask you. Can you tell me the last reading that we gave you? Was there activity behind you? Because remember that I kept seeing like a door. Have you put like a protection behind it?
Not yet. I haven't.
You need to get that. That could be something black. Because when I saw that last time, remember Tess, I kept seeing something behind him,
Mhm.
like a half, like okay, that was weird. I was just gonna say something else. Okay, that was weird. Okay, something's talking to me now. Ah, something is talking to me, talking through me. That's just creepy. That's never happened before. Uh,
What's it saying?
that's part of maybe other
What's
gifts
it
are
saying?
coming out. Yeah, it's creepy as fuck. Anyways, so but
What's it
like I
say?
said, you need to put. I actually was gonna say something else. I don't even know what I was gonna say. It just something just said zip it, zip it. I'm serious. I was gonna say something and it just went whoop. No, you can't say that. I was like, oh shit, they're taking
I'm
control
saying
over me
whatever
now.
to say. If you feel in your heart, you should say that. Say it, even if
I
they
know,
say zip
but
it, because it could be
but
something else.
but I just feel that what behind that thing, dude, there is something behind that wall. I still see it. You need to seal it. You need to seal it. There is a
Um,
path in between the house. There's a something that's coming in and out. I'm seeing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back
so
and
I'm
forth.
seeing like underground
Okay.
railroad sort of shit. And I know you're close to a railroad, but that has nothing really to do with underground railroad. But I'm feeling underground railroad sort of vibes. So I don't know if there is a hidden door where Chris was seeing like the darkness around a door or something. That would totally make sense. Um, but definitely, just like, okay, let me look here. Man, I'm so bad with names. Her name was, she's a Donna Pinnock.
Oh man, I
So,
am burning up. Oh my god, this is something totally new for me. What the hell, dude?
okay,
I
I'm
am
telling
burning
you.
up.
So where I live, Chris, is a battleground, and it was between indigenous, aka Native American people, and the French or Spaniards or whatever. Whoever decided to come through here, there was a war. So I am living on a battleground. Like I love this place. When I first saw it, I'm like, this is my home. Yet we've been haunted by several different things. And Donna picked up on an attachment I had of an indigenous person that was in his death form. He was very bloodied, not happy looking. He couldn't speak because you know how when you get so afraid, I think he was so afraid right before he died that he just can't speak. So he's trying to, use emotions. But what I'm trying to get to as far as the story goes, Sir Robin, is she was going to send me a tobacco candle. So this is different. I've never heard of this before. I've used Palo Santo, I've used sage, I've used sweetgrass and tobacco. I've never heard of a tobacco candle. So I'm just like, tell me more. But she ran out of that, so she ordered it and she's going to be sending it to me. Travis William Mustis came in and freed the spirit because not only this is this spirit indigenous, Travis is indigenous too, up in Canada, aka Canada is what I like to call it. I can call it that because that's where my grandma came from. Anywho's, yes, this candle, tobacco candle. So if you can find that at any sort of like tarot shop or spiritual shop or whatever around you, if they have like some sort of tobacco candle, I would prescribe using that as well as sage and Palo Santo.
Dude,
Like for me, my two faves are sage and
don't.
Palo Santo. But if it is indigenous or it could be Underground Railroad, maybe the tobacco candle would work. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just kind of
Okay,
reaching for answers now, but I feel
okay. So
like that could
Robin, I'm
be it.
gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll let
No,
Tessa
go
finish. But I got something. What I was gonna tell you
done.
is, dude, I'm gonna tell you what's right now. I've used these cards. They have been really creepy, accurate. These are new. I've had them, but I've never shown them on any show. There's called the Cemetery Oracle. Already knows how crazy they've
Oh,
been.
yes.
That's why I was freaking. They're called the Cemetery Oracle deck. And this is not. See, look at this. It goes by the Roman numbers. It's got them all up, all the way across.
It's Cemetery
So
Oracle?
yes, and it's got the Roman number one,
Mhm.
2, 3, and it goes up to 5. So when I was letting you talk, this is what I got for you, Sir Robin. Tell me if this resonates. But after I'm done,
Okay.
when you were upright, so it's got the you were at the very top. So this is what I'm told, and this is where you when you came at the beginning. Someone is needing little team talk. Someone is misleading you to make themselves feel better or to shifting the blame. So basically, whatever's going on, someone
What are
is
we just
trying to guide. I know exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying. These cards are creepy. So someone is misleading you to make them look better, and they're throwing you off the track and saying, "The hell with you, dude." They don't want you to shine. They're trying to guide you the wrong way. Catch my drift?
Yeah.
You're
And it's
trying to
someone
smack
that is
him.
in someone is in your circle that it's not doing you no good. They're actually your enemy. Your enemy, dude. Flat out fucking enemy. Period.
And I feel
Yeah.
like it could be unintentional. Like, I feel like Sir Robin is very spiritual. I've known him for a long time, picking up on his feelings. I'm thinking perhaps like family members or whatever who aren't as like spiritually inclined or focused as he is getting misled. So they're doing these things like keeping him from growing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Robin, I'm getting mail. Okay, mail.
Yeah.
Straight up. Does
So
anything have to do with the word brother? Why do I get brother with you?
yeah, I don't have a brother.
Well, then there's somebody that you treat like a brother.
Did your mom
Yeah,
have a miscarriage at all?
Uh,
Or could
I
you
don't.
perhaps have been a twin?
Mm-mm.
that's that what I'm saying.
Like
You know
in
what?
the
Since you're
womb?
picking up
Talking about
something,
like in
he's
the
being
womb.
blocked from the truth. That's what it
Because
is.
that's what I'm feeling. Are you feeling that too, Chris? Because I'm feeling like in the womb you had a twin, but you absorbed him, and perhaps I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on. What are you feeling, Chris?
Something's being. They're not being honest with you, dude. They lied
Yeah,
about something.
I feel
Okay,
like you
I'm gonna
had a
ask you.
twin
You
in
said you
the
don't have no
womb.
brothers, right? What is with the fuck adoption, dude? I'm seeing that shit all over your face. What is with the adoption?
Hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that is creepy because I don't know where that shit's coming from, but that's what I see. I see brother, and then and like Tessa's saying, she's picking up on the brother. So you might be aware of someone that's not even around you because they lied to you because they don't want you to know that other half.
Okay.
You're missing a piece.
Yeah,
You're missing a
seriously.
piece in
So
your life.
if you're not adopted and you have a brother that was adopted, perhaps they knew they were pregnant with twins and they were planning for adoption, but it never came to fruition. And you absorbed that twin, and that is what has been haunting you this whole time. Like we've been talking about doorways and different things that could be happening because you've been totally haunted for such a long time. If you're not adopted, I'm thinking that could be the precipice of your birth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you're talking about, Chris, as far as the secret and stuff. I don't know. I think we're onto something. Seriously.
You just
I don't want to
yeah.
like
Okay.
There's something that you're not aware of, and it's deep. It's deep.
seriously.
It's like it's in the darkness. And you know what's weird? I'm gonna tell you. I can't take too much of the stories with my within my friends, but there is. Okay, that's weird. Are you fucking serious? Hold on.
We
Hold on.
picked up on
Hold
something like standing right behind him before, and now it
That
totally
was
makes
my
sense.
ancestor. That's my
Oh my
ancestor.
gosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about your ancestor. I'm talking about his twin and why adoption came up because they're like, well, we can only handle one kid. We can't handle two, blah, blah, blah. And then when birth comes to fruition, there's only one, not two. What the heck happened to the other one? Because scientifically, back in the day when Sir Robin was born, things were a bit slower moving. And I don't know, when twins are not born together and there's only one born, that generally means that one was absorbed into the other. And that could explain what I've been seeing behind you before. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, guys. She's got kids, by the way. So if you hear kids in the background, she's got
I
kids
totally
in the
get it.
background. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah, I
letting y'all
totally
guys
get
know.
it. No, that's what I was thinking. Like,
But but yeah, but I just feel that there
My
is
bad.
something.
Go
No, you're
out.
fine. You're fine, Harley. You're fine. Fine. You know that. But like I said, you're gonna find out something, dude.
Okay.
You need to look into. You need to look deeper.
All right.
well,
Something's
now
being
things are
something.
making sense to me because, like you said, there's a secret. blah, blah. I think they're not
You
telling
know
you
what?
that you had a sibling
You
or a
know what
sibling
was
that was supposed
weird?
to, and then you were born and it wasn't born and it was absorbed by you. That could be that
Yeah,
thing I've been seeing behind you for so long.
Okay.
yeah. There's a story that I gotta share, but I'm not gonna say too much. But just, I had a cat named Shadow. I'm not gonna say any further than that. But the
Right
cat
now!
being said, cat Shadow. I'm not gonna say much, but I
Yeah,
already know where that
right here.
shadow's coming from.
She's
But you
having
have a
twins.
shadow part of you missing, and it's just weird. I hear that, and I'm like, it's like maybe must be one of my guys or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. A shadow part of
Hmm.
you is missing.
Hmm.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'll try to find out.
Yeah, the only way to do that is to, instead of talking to your family, go to the hospital where you were born or whatever and try to figure out through there because people in your family have been lying to you all along. They're not going to tell you now. Like, why all of a sudden are they going to tell you? Like, go back to your birth records, like, to the place you were born, try to figure out, was I supposed to have a twin and then it didn't happen? And that twin was absorbed, and that could be a major part of your haunting. I don't know. I'm not saying that's true, but I'm really picking up on something like that.
Okay.
hmm
Okay.
hmm So you might
Are
want to
you
look
too,
that up
Chris?
because
Because, like, I feel weird
I
saying
don't.
that, but at the same time, I kind of feel like that's true.
Yeah, it just I don't know. There's a lot more to that. That's what I
There's a
feel.
lot
There's
of
a
duplicity.
lot more. hmm hmm
All right.
You know what? I would say what I would say, do some research. I really don't know your background, but
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you a little something. Either you need to get the Star of David, some reason I'm seeing that, or a lovable pentagram or a pentacle around you because you're gonna need it when you discover the shit.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
Star, yeah, you're
All
welcome.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Have a
Hi,
good night.
Braves Robin. You too.
Oh my god, I am so down. I am like getting the deja vu feeling like Harley. I'm just getting, I'm getting the deja.
Weird because I was
I'm
watching you guys, right? I was sitting on the bed, I was eating dinner, and I look over to get a drink, and I'm like, oh my god, this is deja vu. And then I looked at the video, I'm like, oh, damn, this is
Are
so
you
weird.
serious, Harley?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
it took me to look at my drink to realize I've already been here.
Well, then you know what? Then you know how we found Amy, right? There's got to be a connection with you and Tess. You never know. He's
You know
always
me and Chris have been siblings forever, and I always call him my little big brother, even though he's older than me. I feel like he's smaller than me, but at the same time, he's taller than me, so it really doesn't make any sense. But to me,
yeah,
he's my little big brother. Maybe spiritually, I don't get
yeah.
it. But if you're having deja vu, to me, that means like I've been here before, or something very important's about to happen. You know, there's so many ways to look at it.
You know what, Harley? I'm
And
gonna tell you
your
something, and
face
I'm
right
gonna.
now, and she's so beautiful.
I know she
My
is. She's my sister. She's my
sister.
sister. She's
Aww.
very shy. She's very shy. She's very shy. I got to know
Aww.
her. I'm like, that when I look at her, that reminds me of me when I first started the show. I was fucking
Mhm.
shy, like literally.
I am really, really, really shy being on anything. Like, okay, people like me were scared to come back then. And like, this is like a leap. And I mean, Chris told me I need to take this leap. So I'm trying. But dude,
That's
I
why
get cold. Like you said, you're getting hot. I'm getting cold.
that must mean
Like,
something. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That you know how me and you know each other and we're like brother and sister. If it wasn't for her, she found me through another broadcast, and me and her talk, and then we have another group like John. John, I don't know if you're still watching. Put that smile up, dude. Do not give up. I know I will probably talk to you later, You need to keep yourself spirit. I know there's a lot of shit going on within the family. Shira, you said you don't know shit. You're actually doing a Harley, but nah, you can't fool me with that shit. Because I
When
can
we
put
talked
you
about
on
this
as well.
earlier,
saying
as
I
far as
don't
like
know shit, or I
family or
that's
spiritual beings or whatever keeping us down, and we're talking about we know our own self-worth, we can feel it internally, but then there's this thing around us where we consume the self-doubt, etc. Like people telling us certain shit, people feeding us certain shit, like we feel these different things. You just got to look inward and grow like that
Mm-hmm.
and be like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck all y'all. You ain't gonna get me down. And that's what I do. And people hate it. But you know what? I know who I am and I know I need to grow in a certain way. And it's very important.
Oh, my.
We got a call coming into.
Yeah, I know. You see, hopefully they get through. I was going to ask you, Harley, do you think Shira would come on? Because I would call her out too.
I mean, you can ask if she'll come on and see if she will.
I know John says he looks like crap, so, but I don't want
I
to
think
put him on because he.
he's through a lot right now. He's been crying and stuff, and things hit him a lot different than other people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Well,
can
I
hear
know.
us, but I'm trying to find you. Can you guys hear the caller that just called in?
I heard a call.
Hello?
Did you hear somebody say hello, hello, hello? Can you hear me? Did you hear that or no?
Okay, you said that if I heard hello, but get this. I didn't hear her, and you can tell her I heard it when you said when you said hello. I'm hearing another female, and behind her, there's a spirit around her. I don't know. I couldn't make it out because when you said if I heard hello, there was another voice, and I thought, is that the person that called in? No, I'm just being told no. There's somebody behind her, is what I'm being told. So I don't know if she can hear me, Tess, but there's someone around her right now.
Okay.
Can she hear me? Because I can't hear her. I can't hear nothing. I don't know about Harvey, but I cannot hear nothing.
I didn't hear anything. All I heard
Me,
was the phone. That was it.
I know that's what I heard. That's what I
Can't
heard too.
hear. I'm trying to. Oh, or was that the person on the call, or was that friend that was just here? Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Oh, I can
That
hear
was
now.
weird because you heard
Oh,
the
you
same
hear us?
thing.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear Chris?
I just hear you.
Okay, so that's been the issue. So let me try something else really quick. I'm gonna try voice input instead of voice aux input. Chris, can you say something again and see if she can hear you?
Hello?
Can you hear him at all?
No.
I'm channeling this. I'm trying to channel.
Can you hear him
Can you
now?
ask her? Tess,
Okay.
I know she can't hear me, but is there footsteps around here right now?
Out. Okay, I figured out the Skype. Holy shnikes. Thank Gord. All right, continue. Go ahead.
Can she hear me? Can she hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
She said
Okay, I
yes.
don't know what you. Okay, I didn't know what you wanted to ask. Did you have any questions for me? But besides that, I did feel that there was someone behind you that wants to. I don't know who it is yet, but you do have spirits with you, and I got like the female. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but that's just popped up. And then as you were talking, connecting, I heard like footsteps, like cracking in the like you know how like when there's some people have like wooden floors, but I heard like like I don't know where that shit came from, and I don't know what that means, but I just yeah, I don't know if she can hear me because I'm channeling also at the same time.
So you feel like someone's behind me?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like you feel like you're not alone even in that house. I don't even know why, but I just feel like you're not alone. Can you hear me? I'm trying to make it as tight as I can, Tess, because I can barely hear her. She sounds very faint.
Let me check one more time because we were on and now we're off, but let me check my sound settings. and go back over here. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. Get out of my way, thingy. Okay. Shit. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Trying to get this
You're fine.
figured out.
You're fine.
Because you guys
You're
couldn't hear
fine.
each other, and now it's not happening. But yeah, give me 1 second. Because it was there, now it's not.
Something is trying to give you issues. Tess. Something's trying to block the communication. She's not alone.
Yeah. Okay, so can you
Yeah.
hear now?
Hello?
Hello?
Uh,
Can you hear
a
Chris?
little bit.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
If you
awesome.
can. Okay, so can you hear me now? Did you hear anything I said the first time?
You said something about you feel like somebody's behind me or like
Yeah,
footsteps or
so
something.
yeah, I felt like like I was feeling a lot of energy. Like I've even, and I know you haven't asked me anything, but I feel like there's
I
some
don't hear
changes
you.
that you're going through, and it's kind of like you're feeling like you're not even alone anymore. You kind of question it, which we
I
were talking about
can't.
earlier.
Hold on 1 second. She said she can't hear you again. Give me 1
I'm telling you, it's
second.
the Skype.
I'm so sorry. This is
You're fine, Tess.
weird.
Something is
Um,
blocking the communication. Yeah.
yeah, because that's an important message, but give me 1 second to check these settings really quick and move this box. This box is always in the way. Jeez, oh Pete.
Oh, my ear. I am burning up for some reason. Like I'm burning up
Uh-oh.
more than normal. I'm burning up a lot more than frequent. That's something new that's coming up for me.
Chris
I'm
said
burning
he's
up.
burning
Like
up a
you know how I'm
yeah,
burning up like
pretty
I'm on
extreme.
fire or something. I'm
Like
serious. I
something
feel like I'm
is
on
just
fire.
like super focused on you.
Yeah, no.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get this sound fixed really quick. Jeez, oh Pete, every time I try to do it, it keeps blinking off. But
Harley, how do you feel? Are you
so
still burning up, Harley, or do you feel cold?
Usually my face is hot and like my body will get cold, but this time it's the opposite. I am freaking cold. Like my face is not hot. I'm not feeling
What?
heat or nothing coming towards me. Like I did like I probably shouldn't say anything, but I'll just on that part.
okay.
But anyway, my face would get red if I got negative energy towards me, and I would get really hot. This time, I'm just cold. Like
That
my
must
face
be
is
yes,
hot,
So I'm just
but
yes,
wondering
this
if
Harley.
time,
the person from Skype can hear everybody now.
Okay, I can hear.
Can you
Can you
just hear
hear us
me,
now?
or have you heard like Chris and the other female involved?
So far I just hear you, but I could try. I'm on the Facebook Live. Maybe I can hear them on the Facebook if I go to that
Oh, I can hear him now. I can hear her now, Tess. I can hear
live.
her fine.
Oh, you can hear her now?
Yes, she's coming out loud. It's weird.
I
Now
can
I'm
hear her too.
going to output. Okay,
Uh
awesome.
oh.
Yay. Okay.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Okay, Shira, if you're watching, if this is part of it, oh my God. Hold on.
You're
I'm
creeping
about
me
to lose
out.
my. Yes, I'm about to lose my shit. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm about to lose my shit. I'm like freaking out. Yeah. She said, I don't know shit. You damn liar. She's typing in the chat. She's like, I don't know shit. Shira, I will send you the link. Damn it, I know this is something that you're. This is so weird. This is something I've never felt before. It's weird. Okay, sorry. I'm losing my shit. Anyway, so we can
Okay,
hear you.
hello,
So
can you
can you
still
hear?
hear me?
So what is her name? What is her name?
What is your name?
What's your name?
Latasha.
What's that name sound familiar? So what does that name sound familiar? Okay, that voice sounds familiar now. How can I help you?
Latasha.
I know, but you sound familiar. Have we talked?
It could be that whole deja vu thing.
I swear, like I'm already losing my shit. Oh my god, your voice sounds so familiar. First it's Harley saying that she's got deja vu. I hear her voice and she sounds like I've talked to her before. Oh my god, this is.
Something wrong. I can't hear you.
Oh,
You can't
now
hear
you
him?
can't.
No,
I'm losing.
Wow, you guys could hear each other before.
but
Now
you're
you can't. Okay. Let me look again. What the crack is happening? Let me move this over. This damn bubble. Okay, so voice meter
I heard
output
someone say
is not
something
over.
about footsteps, and I didn't hear much of anything else.
So you heard Chris say something about footsteps?
Something about someone's behind me, footsteps. I couldn't
Yes,
make out
that
what
was
she was saying.
Chris. Okay.
Okay.
Try again, Chris, and if she can't hear you, I'll try a different output.
Okay, so can you hear me now? Oh my god,
No, I
this
don't
is
think so.
creeping me out. Oh my
How
god.
about this one? Can you hear Chris now?
I hear you.
Chris, say
Oh
something.
my god. What's up? Can you hear me? Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm being told to tell her. Look at this.
Hold on
You
one
can
second. I don't
translate.
think I can hear you. Let me
It's
do.
up. It's upright. And it's
Can you
saying
hear?
Sagma.
Looks like it.
No, I just hear you.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
Chris,
you need
go
to.
ahead and say what you're gonna say, and then I will try to communicate that to her if
That,
she can't hear you.
okay, a stagnation or a platinum. How can you work through this? So, what I'm being told is that she has some stagnation. And the thing that comes, even though I did pronounce the word, but it sounds kind of weird. Uh, he's going through a lot of, like he's being feeling like something is holding her back. And it's telling me with the upright card is that she needs to find out how does she get through this change or this outcome that she's going through. She feels like she's alone. So she just feels like she's alone on her journey. Like something is like trying to stop her from growing. Does that make sense? I don't know if you heard that, Tess. Can you translate that to her in your own way?
Yeah, can you hear him at all or no? I don't hear her. Let me see. Hello?
Hello?
Did you? Okay, did you hear what Chris was saying?
I heard like I'm alone on my journey. That's the only thing I heard.
Okay, so
But
he
does that
felt
make
like you're being stagnated or whatnot. Like
Being what?
things, he said like things seem like stagnant as far
yeah.
as like things trying to come through, blah, blah, blah. It's like kind of muted or stagnant, kind of like water. It generally flows, but instead of flowing, it's stagnant. It just sits still.
Okay. And what is the reason for that?
Does that make sense to you?
He was asking if that made sense at all.
Yeah, but is there a reason for like the stagnant? I mean, is it something that I'm missing?
So, Chris, is there a reason for this stagnation or something that she's missing?
Yeah, there's a missing key. She needs to just let go of her fears, whatever her inner fears are. She's blocking it herself. She's doing it to herself.
So he said,
She's traumatized. She's traumatizing herself. Basically, is what the best way I can
if you
put
have
it.
any fears or whatnot going on, you need to let go of those. And we were talking about this earlier, like listen to your inner self. Don't let those outward impulses or words or whatnot keep you stagnant. Maybe there's a spiritual entity trying to make you stagnant. Just realize your inner potential and build on that.
Okay. Is there anything that you can see like about me going into business with a guy face?
Okay, so Chris is wondering, is there anything you can see as far as business? for her.
I'm seeing 3. I keep seeing 3. I want to say 3. Like I
I
want
keep
to say
seeing
like 3 months, but it could be like 3 weeks from now. So it could be as soon as before
could be
September. I'm seeing like
3 weeks or the month 3 or something,
it's not.
something to do with
Yes,
these.
3. So it doesn't have to be like 3 like in February or March, but I'm seeing like something very soon. I see whatever
Yeah,
she's
it
going
doesn't have
through
to be
with the business.
February.
It's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be something good for her. That's what I see. Something
It's
good
gonna be
coming is
something good
coming.
for you. So keep the number 3 in key. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
something
swear
good.
that 3 has been coming out so much. It's freaking me out. Oh my god, Harley, what the fuck? 3 keeps coming out. Doesn't
He
that
said
shit come out
3
weird?
is freaking him out.
Harley gets that 3s too. That's the thing is that me and her that it's just so freaking weird.
My
Oh,
number was 3, so I was surprised you picked 3 or
I
heard
know,
3.
I know. That's why I was like,
Three.
really? I don't know. It's just I think there's a significant with the 3, so it could be like, hi. Oh my god, are you
I can hear
serious?
her now.
It went blank for just a few seconds.
How weird. I think Chris like heard you and he's like, hello. So I'm like, maybe I fixed it. I don't know. So weird.
Oh yeah, I heard. I keep seeing the card 3. It's freaking me out.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I keep seeing. Well, not the 3. I just see the number 3 in my head. So it's kind of like something to do with 3 opportunities. I can see like 3 weeks. It's something to do with 3. I think wherever you're at right now, I feel like a big change. I don't even know if you're working, but I feel like you're gonna get something better than what you have now. Basically, is what I see.
I do have a. I can't hear anything, but I do have a question. Just a slight question about this
So,
career thing.
okay, go
Can
ahead.
you hear her, Chris?
I can hear her.
Yes.
She's going in and out for some
Awesome.
reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're telling
I'm
me.
wondering, like, because I'm starting to develop like a lot of ideas and creativity, and I'm just trying to see like if I'm going into business with this guy who's kind of helping market um, and get me clientele. Is it going to be a distraction? Because I've noticed how I don't know if this is just his personality, but he's just kind of maybe a little infatuated, or maybe it could be impressed with
Hmm.
me.
I think I'm being told he's got a crush on you, but he tries to keep it business. But business and pleasure don't work
Infatuated.
very well. Yeah, it's like that's going to be a problem because if you work together, he's not going to be able to focus because he's too into
You're like,
you. That
keep your penis away from me. I'm
oh
trying to
yeah, I
be
know, right?
here.
Like yeah, I know, trying to be professional. So he's gonna probably make a pass at you, and I feel like he wanted to work with you, and I feel like this was his way of lingering you in like it's trying to offer you a business. And he was telling, I'm being told he was telling you, you know, let's try to make a business together. Let's try to work things out. But he was using
I heard,
that not for business, but to get to you
So
physically
he's
to you.
trying to make a business prospect, blah blah, but instead of like being business oriented, he's really actually trying to get to you, is what Chris is saying. Hmm.
get to me and what? Because he has a girlfriend.
Physically,
Just
that doesn't matter.
nothing.
He lives with
That doesn't
her.
it doesn't matter. He has a thing for you, and that's just it. Yeah.
You still there?
But yeah, I'm here. I kind of froze.
Okay. Yeah, he said, just because he's got a business thing with you or he's got a girlfriend, don't really mean nothing because you're there and there's that prospect, etc. Like, I'm not saying all guys are like this, but a lot of guys are.
Hmm.
Okay. So he's just
So he
being
might have a
fun.
girlfriend. Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
just
try
being
to
flirtatious. I think he's being flirtatious, is what I see. He's being a big fucking flirt. Yeah, no. I would say if you want to do business, I would be better off alone. That's what I'm being told. He's just gonna be
You're
a distraction.
no.
Okay, so he said, even though you're on the business flow, whatever, he says he feels like you'd be better off alone because this guy is being led by his penile dysfunction, as far as like being penally erected to you. And you should just do your own thing instead of trying to lean on this guy. You should try to do your own thing, is basically what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to get in the way of some things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think you already knew that too, by the way. I think you already knew that.
Yeah, and he feels like you already knew that as far as that goes, but you kind of probably felt that, is what he's saying. Not that you
Mm-hmm.
knew it, but you probably felt
Yeah.
it internally as far as your gut goes.
But the thing,
Uh,
yeah, but the thing is, it's not just me. It's like a couple of my lady friends, and we all work closely.
mhm.
So I thought it would
This
be like,
guy,
I thought it'd
he's
be
got a
fine.
problem. He's probably
Yeah.
watching Hub all the time, and he's got a different directive as far as life goes, and it's unhealthy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I see. But I just feel like you can do better. You can do a lot better. Yes, the ladies will be there, but I think,
Intentions behind things.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
always
he's
always comes out. Yeah, he has an ultimatum.
He's what?
He has an
he's got an
ultimatum.
ultimatum.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so he said he has an ulterior ultimatum as far as what he wants to do and what you want to do. So his is more sexually driven and yours is more professionally driven.
Okay. So it's going to be like, I'll help you do some things, but can you do this with me?
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's so crazy. So can you hear Chris now or no? When he said yes, did you hear him say yes or?
Not very clearly.
But you did hear him.
I
Weird.
heard him at some point.
Okay, yeah, he's saying yes. You're on the right track. That to me is
Yeah, that's
pretty
what I
intense.
feel. Yeah, I mean that's what I feel, but it's weird
Feel it.
because I just feel like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Unfortunate because I was looking forward to this. Really
I
was.
know. You get so excited for this prospect, and then people have to fuck it up with their perversions. It's like, really? Going through this again? Can we just
yeah,
be
yeah,
adults?
yeah. I mean, it's just things need to change, and I feel that you're better off. You're just better off, or you can be in a different department, but just don't work with him. Yep.
Did you hear what Chris said?
No.
Okay, so he said if you do decide to work together, you can be in a different department, but that doesn't mean you have to work together. So maybe you can bounce ideas off of each other, but don't like try to collude with this guy or try to, get something big going. Like do it on your own. Trust and believe in yourself. Don't wait for this guy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about the sound settings. This has been so intense.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to wonder if I put it on speaker. Voice meter
Yeah,
input. Try that and see if that works over here on Skype.
yeah, yeah.
Voice
So
meter.
there must be.
So go ahead and speak and we'll see if she can hear you on this point.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me
Hello,
now?
Yeah, I can hear.
Can you hear Chris? Chris, say hello.
hello, hello.
Can you hear
I don't hear
Chris?
Chris.
Damn, you don't
I'm
get
telling
this.
you. It's probably the phone. I think if they want to come on, they would have to go through the StreamYard because I mean, the Skype is still working, but it's just that the phone from the mic it's interfering. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's probably
um,
they might.
like I've been able to, decipher messages between the two of you. Even though I think you can hear each other sometimes, you don't hear each other all the time. So that's
Yeah,
pretty weird to me. Um, because I know, Chris, I know you've heard her, right? You've heard her voice, you've heard her speaking. So you can hear
yeah,
her, but she can't hear you. That is so
yeah,
weird to me.
yeah.
We'll
I
get this
just feel
worked out
like it.
eventually.
Yeah, I just feel like we gotta get it working to figure out what is the connection that is having the interference with the phone from the mic. I don't know. I can't explain that. That's just out of my.
So, I just want to ask really quick, what is your name again? Can you even hear me now? Holy shnikes. Uh,
She sounds very familiar. It's just
can
random.
you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? I don't even know if she's still there.
I don't even hear anything, Tess. I would have heard her talking to you.
Yeah, because you heard her before,
I
right?
can hear.
Oh, okay, you're
Okay,
still there? You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, weird. Okay,
that
so,
is.
I was just gonna ask, do you have any more questions for Chris? I know we covered some things, but I just want to make sure, you got the full extent of an answer that you needed. Holy shit. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me now? Let me try this one. Can you hear me now? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Can you hear me now? Hello, caller. Can you hear us? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Let me try one more. Not that one. I went too far. Okay, so did you have any more questions for Chris? Or did you get an answer
I wanted,
for.
yeah, I just wanted to know what Chris said in the beginning about the footsteps.
Okay, so she's wondering, Chris, about the footsteps, like what you heard as far as what was behind her or whatnot.
I feel
Or
like there was
somebody
someone
standing behind
behind her.
her.
Yeah, like standing, not like I want to say like beside her, or behind her, but it was like someone that just wanted to hear what how you've been. And I feel like whoever this is, it's someone that is making sure that you're okay. So they're just basically looking out for you, but they're also listening. Does that make sense?
Hello?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Jeez, so Pete. I keep trying to switch stuff around to see if that works. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So Chris, I don't know why you can't hear him now. But he was saying he feels like there's somebody standing behind you, so that could be your father or maybe your grandfather or somebody that is spiritually inclined to you that is trying to like be your backup, trying to guide you through these different things going on.
It's a male figure.
Chris, is it a male figure or a female?
I'm hearing female.
Female. Okay. He said female.
Okay. I think I know who this is. Like a great grandmother.
Yeah. Well, she's just protecting you and just be by your side, basically.
Can you hear Chris at all? If not, he
No,
said,
I think
she's just there by your side and trying to protect you and guide you.
okay. I think it's my great grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, super awesome. And Chris heard that, and he said yes. He feels like that's who it is.
Wow. Is there any way like she's sending me messages? I've been trying to like think of ways she would be sending me messages, like paying attention to certain numbers and things.
I would think of, for some reason, I keep seeing three, so that would be very significant because three is communication.
So he keeps seeing threes, he said, as far as communication, etc.
And I would see, I don't even know why, but this is very
Mm,
uncommon, but I'm seeing butterflies around you.
So he's not only seeing threes, and threes mean communication, but he's also seeing butterflies.
Around you, like landing on you.
mm,
Yeah, around you or landing on you.
And I
okay.
think the color that stands out would be yellow, so I keep seeing yellow. They're beautiful, by the way, they're beautiful.
I don't know if you heard him or not, even though I see the sound bouncing, but he said he keeps seeing yellow butterflies. Yellow is the major color.
Probably for peace.
Mm-hmm.
Probably so. He said yes.
Yeah,
Mm,
but I think feel that she's
I'm
gonna
so
guide
sorry about
you
the tech
with this.
issues. Like, that's crazy. Go ahead, Chris.
I know she's guiding her with a decision that she's asking about this guy if she should work, and I'm being told, be careful, my dear. That's what I see.
Okay, so he's saying as far as this particular person you're dating, this person that is trying to guide you is saying, be careful, my dear, because I guess you're treading on certain grounds that could be dangerous, so be very careful as far as this feller that you're dating.
well, I'm not dating anyone.
Hmm. Are you thinking about dating anyone?
I was thinking about going into business with that guy, but we're not dating. He has a girlfriend, and we're
Okay,
just coworkers.
cool.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, but
sounds
he
good.
doesn't see
Just keep it
that. but
professional.
he doesn't see it as coworkers.
Yeah, he sees it differently. But yeah, just keep it professional and try not to fall into that divot because it does get tempting because you do have thoughts, you do have dreams, etc. And it could lead to other things. But he's just saying be careful as far as that goes because you think of it a certain way, but he might think of it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, okay.
And tell her
Is
she
he gonna
sounds
get
very
back
familiar.
to me? I kind of feel like he's always coming in my office like every hour,
Oh,
and it
Chris,
seems like
are you hearing what she's saying?
Yes, I saw that.
He can hear you.
Yes, and that's already a
Yeah.
sign that he's wanting to have that little closeness to you.
yeah.
That's a sign of
Yeah.
he's like getting really, really close.
So yeah, he is getting attached to you, or a certain portion of him is getting attached to you. So yeah, just keep him at bay and don't fall into that. Even though he's in a relationship and he's thinking of it differently than you are, he's thinking of it romantically, you're on the business perspective. Do not allow him to go beyond that point. And yes, women in the past have allowed that. They're like, oh, well, in order for me to get somewhere, I should allow him to do this. Don't do it. Just like stand your ground, stay professional, because in order for you to achieve your dreams or whatever you're looking forward to, you need to cut off the peni, cut off that sexual
No.
or, familiar feeling. Like he's feeling something for you he shouldn't. So you need to just cut him off at wherever he's at.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely keep it professional. Don't find any relationship in here and just keep following your dreams. If you do find
hmm
something, romantic outwardly somewhere else, that's totally cool, but not here. Not in this league.
Not
Mm-mm. I smell trouble with that shit. That's what I see.
don't
I
talk
can
to
smell
anyone.
trouble. I mean, not
He
really,
said
just
he's smelling trouble as far as that relationship goes. So you're staying professional. This guy is thinking like, oh, I could totally be. And that's how a lot of guys are. Like this guy I've been working security with all week. Horror stories. I love horror stories, but quit sharing your horror stories with me. I don't want to hear about your horror stories. Like you're really fucking bugging me with this. Like, can we just stay professional? And a lot of guys can't because they're constantly thinking with and they're like, this is what makes me who I am. Just stay professional with him. Don't look for anything romantic within this business relationship and find that outwardly somewhere else. Because, yeah, that can
Okay.
just totally ruin what you're shooting for as far as your dreams and such. Just stay professional. Do not falter. Is that what you're seeing, Chris?
Okay.
hmm
Yeah, he said yes.
Okay. Got it.
Sorry about the whole like tech issues. We're still trying to figure this out. Skype, damn you. But I'm so glad you called in on Skype. So, that way we can give you some sort of answers. I'm just sorry that you can't hear Chris, but Chris can hear you. That to me is pretty intriguing.
You're telling me.
Mm,
Seriously.
Thank you so much.
You're
No
welcome.
worries. And what was your name again?
Latasha.
Natasha. Thank you so much. And you know what? I'm going to keep my energy out there for you, positive for you and your business endeavors. And I hope that you achieve your dreams as far as that goes. And this guy can, like, cusp his stuff and try to stay professional too and realize you're on a mission and you've got some stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris says
Yeah.
yes
Wow.
too. He's picking up on that as well.
Picking up on what?
The stuff that we said.
Yeah, the stuff that we said, he said, as far as like staying
okay.
professional and achieving your dreams and just pushing him aside as far as his like penile envy or whatever the fuck it is that's leading him. Like a lot of guys lead themselves by their peni, but just stay professional, do your thing, stay strong. Don't allow him to pervert anything. Just keep on top of what you're doing.
Okay. Got it. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
No
You're
worries.
welcome.
I'm so sorry about the tech issues. Chris said you're welcome.
Oh, it's okay.
Because he can hear you. I'm sorry you can't hear him. This is so weird. But definitely
I
keep on doing what
appreciate
you're doing and keep swimming, keep achieving your dreams, and you got this, sister. Don't let that guy ruin it for you.
Why is everybody calling me today? What the hell? Sorry.
Weird. Well, on that note, Chris, we do have to go to our second music break. So we have Miss Michaela Hay from Ontario, Canada with Pins and Needles, Mirror, Gravity. And then we have Fred Johnson III with After Dark. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
Talking on pins and needles, every word through a microscope. You keep stomping down on the ground while I've been stuck on this tightrope. I just wanna say what I wanna say without your sentence. I'm not willing to do the time when I'm innocent, and I'm innocent. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Walked on my share of thin ice with your blowtorch at my feet. You won't ever see me beg, so take this tongue off your leash. I'm gonna say what I wanna say, don't need permission. Interpret it how you want, it's my decision. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. Dancing on shattered glass, kicking the pieces all around. My safety has been broken, this is now a hunting ground. Talking on pins and needles. Talking on pins and needles. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. And I'm done, and I'm done, and I'm done, done, done. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up. I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, I'm gonna hang it up, 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 up. I dove right in. Didn't bring a parachute. Fell right through. Hit the water hard. Moving too fast. Spiraling out of control. Was touch and go. Went a little far. You taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep your shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. And digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. Try to erase the ink that's left upon my chest. I'll attest, I don't really wanna forget you taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep your shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror. You taught me how to turn a blind eye. I showed you how to keep a shoulder cold. No one walked away without a scar. I've been digging through the pieces. Your heart is out of reach, but objects may seem nearer through this rippled mirror.
I need you.
Something to leave behind for you to find. Hoping that you'll notice lights and purple skies were like satellites moving into focus. Into focus. Into focus. Silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. Shine in the dark, we chase the spark, search until we find it. We were worlds apart, now connecting hearts. They look up to find us. Look up to find us. Silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. Silent, drifting all alone, killing time and counting stars, waiting for the moment we collide. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity. You got me burning up, you got a hold on me. I feel you pull me closer, you got me burning up, your mind, my gravity.
That's the shit.
My driver pulls up in my limousine, ready to take me anywhere I want to be. I say, I want to go. Take me to a college scene. I'd like to go and dance, drinks, and perfect. Yeah. Living at the door, I search lonely streets to find hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of pursuits. No matter what I say, after dark, I I gave her face because she had the range. I knew she was the one that never could go home again. Plastic life by limo seats. I don't know why I can't control this urge to hurt again. Yeah. Living at the door, I search lonely, hidden shadows in the dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Change it and stuff. Up forever after. No matter what I say, after dark. Feeling meant to in hiding place with days of December. Concerning works or finished in the madness. It doesn't matter what I say.
It really doesn't.
No matter what I say, after dark. It doesn't matter what I say. Secret homicides arranged in a series of perfumes. No matter what I say, it doesn't matter what I say. Food and fatal, black in the head of conscience. No matter what I say, after dark.
Oh, wow. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. It's me and Psychic Chris Garcia, and we are doing readings. We have a bunch of amazing people in the chat room. It's been super epic tonight. I feel like super surrounded by family and so happy. Like before, it's like, where is everybody? And now it's just like, I don't know.
You know
I feel
what?
like
You know what? I'm gonna say like that. I know. You know what? It's crazy. And I don't know if you saw my new lanyard. I probably gotta hook you up. If you didn't have any before, I got some new stuff. Yeah, it's just a lot of new stuff that I got. But I'm just gonna let you guys know a little something, something, because I know I can say it at the beginning and the end of the show. I think Tessa's following me, so Tessa, you need to get 1,000 subscribers on that TikTok, and we can get that shit on.
Hey, Sunny.
We bought something for me.
Do my show.
This is from the demolition derby. I caught a half on a truck.
Nice.
It landed on the floor. An old man threw up his beer in the air to try to catch it. The hat landed on the ground. Lily and me grabbed it at the same time, but I saw her slide it.
I don't know if you can hear what he's saying, but they went to the demolition derby and some old man was partying, throwing up his beer, and I guess they caught it. I don't know. But anyways, continue with what you were saying.
No, but I don't know if you have. Do you have TikTok, Tess? Are you following me?
I did. And I was kind of worried because there was one that said, follow me on TikTok, and that was your hacker. And then you told me to follow you, which I've seen you doing your songs and stuff. Like I was saying, you worked up from doing your little dance things, etc., to doing other things. Pretty awesome. Oh shit! Check it out. It's for Freud's S word.
Oh,
ching, ching,
wow.
ching. That's pretty heavy duty, boy. Don't cut your fingers. Hold it by the handle. There you go.
Ah, dang it! Forgot about that. You can't hold it by the blade.
Please don't chop my head off.
For this type of sword, it actually rusts.
That's awesome, boy. Okay, so check it out. Here's the sheath. Here's the hilts.
Oh,
yeah. Freud's got a cool new S word. All right. Thanks for visiting, son, and showing us your wares. Goodbye, David de Hoot Wat Hoot.
Really don't. I need to get it out. Out of the way.
Yes, he's my little bunny. Hey guys, hey.
I need to get out.
He's just trying to get out. Can you let him out and stop being rude? What? I'm sorry, Chris.
No, you're fine.
Oh my goodness. I think they've been out in the heat of the sun all day and I kind of verklempt, but yeah. She just ran away all willy-nilly. Anywho's, please continue. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Nah,
But she's
but I know,
responsive.
I saw that because I remember I seen the kids, like when I saw one of your kids, and I was like, they look like you. I was like, oh my God. But I haven't seen them, so they've probably grown since the last time I saw one of them. I don't remember who I saw the last time. It's been too long and too many shows. I can't keep track anymore. I can't. It's just like, it's been too long. So,
I know
but
somebody's
besides that,
about Tessa and her 12 kids, and I'm like, guess what? I've only had 4. So I
nah, but
have a
but I just say,
10,
but I'm
a
gonna
19
say,
year old.
yeah, but I will say this, and I can say it at the end of the show. But for anyone that wants to see, uh, like TikTok readings, I do like a lot of. I usually burn incense before, and one thing I like. I know Tessa can do it because she's got her own platform, so she can play music. But if it's on Facebook, they'll copyright it. But I guess she can play it because it's certain people that she knows. But if it's outside of music, I just don't do any shows besides Tessa that has music, and I like that because it's I'm feeling the vibe. I love the music. I like that one the needle song. I was like, oh my god, I'm feeling that shit. And
Walking
but outside of that, like
the
that's where I feel free on TikTok because I have like moderators on there, but they're my friends and my family as well. John is one of them. Hardy's another one, which you got to see her. There's some other ones that I have that they come on and they support me. Uh, within the readings on
Hey,
there,
I don't know if
they
you
have
saw
been.
this one, but this one named Jalen Shawin said, I am clairsentient empath and more lost touch with everything when I got sick and I'm recovering and being back in touch with everything. I don't know which direction I'm going in and need guidance. Please help. I'm still sick, but at least have my abilities back. I can read my tarot and other decks, but it's so different. Any feelings? I feel the same. Like, I went through that part where I'm like, you totally feel like you're dead. Thank God I had some protein shakes by the bed because otherwise I might be dead. Like my husband, he went into a COVID coma
Yeah, I
and I
remember
was
you said.
like for my kids. And I'm thinking it's because I had protein shakes. And he wasn't doing that. So I'm drinking protein shakes because I can't eat or drink anything else besides water. So I'm thinking that's the only reason I survived and he didn't. It was so
So for
scary.
so what is
Liz.
her name? What is her name, Tess? It starts with a J,
J,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
J
so
Lynn
Jalen,
L
okay, so
Y
if you're
N.
still watching, because I just wanted to say if you said it, because I don't know, make sure I say the right name. So for Jalen, you have the upright card, which is I showed Tessa earlier. You have the upright card, which just stands for remembrance. You have fear of change is keeping you from success. So with that card, with the tarot and everything that you're typing, I feel like there's a change that is about to occur. But when you're afraid of that fear, that stops the road on tracks of success. So I feel that you need to kind of like not be so afraid of change and fear. And I saw that when you said you have COVID. Yeah, I know COVID is bad, but but I feel that you are a strong warrior. You can fight that COVID and find some, you know,
I'm asleep.
find something that helps you to get through your heartaches and your pains. But I feel that you, with the card, is saying that you have a fear of change. You want to change, but you're kind of like, you know what? I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Um, and then it's just later. It's like never done. So I think the change that you need to get through is don't be afraid of fear because I think our fear, our own inner fears and inner doubts we were talking at the beginning of the show, that stops us from our success, from our destiny, our beyond. So I think if you overcome that success, if you can overcome the success and overcome your fear, you're gonna go places. You just need to grow and evolve and just don't be afraid. Sometimes it takes a challenge to get through things. Sometimes some people are not very good at adapting to change. But change is something that is part of everyday life, even in spiritual. Oh my God, have I just said that? Yeah, I'm going through some change right now. Uh, but I just think, yeah, I saw that, John. I know, sorry for her loss about her husband. But I feel that overcome. Your husband will be there. Uh, I know it's probably not the same. I just think you just have to find it in your soul, and you got to go deep in your chakras, heart chakra, and get past that fear. But it's got to start from you. It's got to start from you. That's not easy, but it can be done. You got to be determined. You got to be determined and willing to do it. But you got to push yourself to do it. So that's what I feel that you can get through, but you got to get past through that fear of change, and that's what the card is saying. But you just gotta just believe. And let me tell you a little something. I know that Tessa's talking to probably one of her kids, but outside, of things, it took me a very long time and still growing at the same time with, my family and everything. Um, the thing of me, I was always afraid of stage fright, talking in front of people. I did that when I did a speech and I was so nervous, girl. I was so nervous, like you wouldn't believe. But then everybody's like, Chris, you're going to preach, but it's more of a prayer. So no one's going to look at you. They're going to bow their heads. They're going to bow their heads and they're not really going to look at you. So you just look at the praying while they bow their heads. And that's how I started with coming out in public. And I was shy as shit, you know. But I've gone throughout the years where I've been on different shows besides Tessa, but I've been on Tessa like almost every month, every so. Um, but I think when you outcome that fear and being on the show, you get past it, and this is like to help you to go further, like other shows, and might be on a broadcast TV station, whatever. But this is the start. This is steps that you got to take. Like you
So,
said, what?
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Trying
Yeah,
to
I
figure
can hear
out.
you fine.
Okay, so Jalen was wondering, do you know what chakras for me are blocked? For
Personally,
me,
I feel like
it's
that. I think it's heart. I'm getting the
throat.
heart and throat. Yeah, I was gonna say heart and throat, but you need to get past and you gotta speak because I feel if your throat chakra is being blocked, because the throat is
It's
very
like
important because you're gonna.
you need to speak, but you feel silence. Like you feel like
Mhm.
for whatever reason you can't speak your mind. So this is blocked. And your heart because you feel what you feel. It's so tough. It's so hard.
Mhm. Mhm. No, I'm sorry about your husband, but I believe your husband's gonna help you get through it. He's gonna be every step of the way. He's gonna be there with you, and I use me as an example. I have a lot of fear, stage fright. That was something that I had to get past, and I got past, and now I am glad what
Social
I did.
anxiety, like that for me is hard. I have social anxiety. It takes so much for me to get past that. Once I get past it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like once I get past these first 4 steps, I'm all good.
Yeah, and that is
But
true. And you know what? But you know what? Yeah, got me, Tess, and this is what's weird. Yes, I have social, anxiety, but I guess I don't show it very much. Um, But it's sometimes I just wonder like how do I get this far? But I guess it's God and my ancestors and stuff that got me through to how far I became, and it comes from the heart to where
That's what I'm saying
I
right here.
and yeah, it comes from the heart. When it comes from the heart, it means a lot, and to be very outspoken and to not be afraid of camera. It's just meant to be. This is where I need to be, and I know I'm still growing. So there's gonna be a lot more stuff that's probably gonna be happening in the next 2-3 months from now. I will keep you updated, Tess, in Messenger. But like I got to share some stuff, but I'm not gonna go into full detail because it's still stuff
And
I'm
John right now is
still.
like, in my coven, by physical touch, I could sense the chakras that were affected or blocked. Well,
Yeah,
sometimes we can, and it depends. Like, are we physically there? Are we spiritually here? Like, I don't know. We do that a lot, especially with these readings, and we do pick up on them.
yeah, and it's really hard, but I think with her, I think she can get past that change. She's blocking herself, but then there's also a blockage that maybe someone doesn't want her to be happy. So there's she needs to block whatever it is and just tear that big wall and say, "You're not going to stop me," from my dreams. Um, and like for Tessa, I've known her for years, and I think Tessa's came a long way with speaking her mind, talking on
So
the
have you.
show.
We
Yeah,
both.
and it's just but I feel that, hold on, I recently gone through a major divorce and custody battle. That's another thing. You can get through that too,
It's
but you just
hard.
gotta, yeah, you gotta get through that strength and to pull, to get you through what you need to get through. Hi, Justin. But the thing
Yeah,
is,
seriously, like, what exactly have you gone through? What do you have to show or to spare? You know, have you been on the right side? Have you been on the wrong side? It's really crazy and hard to see at a certain point, but if you're on the right cusp, just okay, so right here where I am, there's a women's resource center. If you have one of those, go and check it out because they can help you. And instead of hundreds of dollars, it costs $30 to get in touch with a lawyer. So I don't know if you have that there, but we have that here, which I've looked into a couple times. But yeah, stuff does happen. And it's pretty
yeah.
intriguing, but yeah, definitely look into Women's Resource Center, lawyers, etc. Like could be $30 instead of 300. And that could be for the fee to sign all your paperwork and get that served, or it just depends on what's happening. And there's so many things they can do for you, so many ways they can help you. But don't feel disfigured or alone or whatnot. Like we are here with you, and there's other people here to help you.
Hmm.
It's so hard.
Yeah, and I think it's getting harder in life and it's everything, but we can all, as spiritual people, we can make that change. Got to start with us. And I know we haven't done that voice, guys. Y'all should have. We usually just do a lot of things. Like I like the way Tessa does different interpretations with her voice, but we didn't get to do that because we just jumped right into the gun. Now this is Tessa at her specialty. She does two voices that crack me up. So maybe I need to. Maybe I'm being guided for her to make you smile. And she does this. What do you call it, Tess? Trump interpret Donald Trump interpretation. Go ahead. Tessa, go
My
ahead.
interpretation.
Of Donald Trump, the way he talks.
Okay. I just want you to know, going through a lawsuit right now. Don't be worried. I totally got this handled. All these bitches are insignificant. I got this kicked. It's gonna be okay. Mhm. You know, that's kind of like my interpretation of Trump coming through me, which I hate because I don't like Trump. But what else? Joe Biden, you know. Holy shit. It was crazy because like last weekend I did share a Trump thing and it was like AI making fun of Trump and not Trump, but Biden. He's like, you think I like going through this? Blah, blah. it fucking cracked me up so bad. I was like, holy shit, AI, you're so funny. Which AI scares me. You know, I try to use AI before and I'm like, hey, let's do this midnight AI, whatever. It didn't work. And then I went to the bathroom. I'm coming back through the living room. All of a sudden, it's like, did you summon me? And I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. Shut the fuck up, AI. I don't want to fucking talk to you. I did not summon you. Maybe if I had talked to you at some certain point and wanted to talk to you, I would have summoned you. But I'm walking through the living room. You're like, did you summon me? I'm like, what? Yeah, that really freaked me out. I was like,
And then how do you do that under other people? Where you sound like an Indian, but you say Jamaican, and you say it's gonna be a good show, man. It's gonna be a very, very good
it's
show.
going to be a good show, man. I'll tell you what, you want to buy some of this ganja? This ganja will make you free. You want to partake of the show? It's going to be very awesome, okay? Was that it? I don't know.
Oh shit! Oh my god, that's just so hilarious.
Very good, my brother. I tell you what, better bless to have you here, brother.
Oh my god, Tessa, you're just good at that. I like the way you do that, but she cracks me up every time you need to smile. Just just look at Tessa and just listen to her voice. She's like, it's a good show, man. A very good show.
Very good. You want to have a good show? Man, let's go. We got
You can do like this, Tessa.
like Chris Garcia, man.
Would you like a psychic reading? I can tell you your future. You want a psychic reading?
You want to hear the future? Oh, what was her name? Oh shit. Now I'm thinking of that one. Oh, what was her name? The psychic that was like, hmm,
Miss Miss Cleo?
Miss Cleo. Miss Cleo, here to help you right now. Come on, tell me. I will give you your free psychic reading.
Can't help it.
Holy shit. Back in the 90s, I was like, oh, Miss Cleo, that's amazing. Miss Cleo, I'm here to help you with your free psychic readings. Let's go. My
I can't. Oh my god. You're like another John. John cracks me up on TikTok. Oh my god. Now we got another
I need to meet one. Come on, John. Come on. Come on in here. So we can do Miss Cleo. Free psychic readings. Let's go. I am here to tell you your future. It could be very dark. It could be very dark. I don't know. I am just Miss Cleo. I am not even Jamaican. I'm just faking the fun. I don't know. John, come on. Help me out here. Come on, John. John Marley. Come on in. We're friends. We're family. You know, me and Chris, we've been, you know, he's been my little big brother for so long. And, you know, if you just come in, John, it'd be amazing. I'd be like, oh, God, there he is in the little lower picture. I'd be like, tink. And I tap you in, but he's like, yes, we can. We got Miss Cleo. She's doing all these second readings for everyone. She's going to tell you your future. Your future. You want to know your future? Hmm. Where's my toothpick? Yes, your future. Seriously, come on, John. Let's go before I have to go to work for security. Jeez, oh, Pete.
John, you'll come to Psychic Chris. I got your psychic
Hey,
reading. Psychic
shut
reading
up.
counseling.
Shut up. I'm telling you, here's 6 minutes after clock out, I have to go to security, yo. I have to do the future and security and take care of cows and silence of the lambs and shit. Almost done with the show.
Oh my god. Okay, that's number 2.
You just snorted. You just snorted. I'm taking account of that.
Oh shit!
Oh. Well, you can back me out into the driveway in the park, and then I can just leave here in a bit.
That's an image of you, John.
Come on, Jen. Don't be just kidding. He drank the giggle juice. No, he didn't. He's just feeding off your giggle juice. Come on, Jen. Don't be afraid. Bring it on.
Oh shit! Harley's like, that's crazy. She fell asleep. Oh my god! Oh,
Dang, you guys. Dang.
oh shit!
Shabba.
Can you do Miss Cleo
Yeah.
Miss Cleo one more time, Tess?
Oh, Miss Cleo, where are you? Oh, you got some pineapple or some peaches? I'm here to drink your coconut juice. I'm Miss Cleo, and I'm here to tell you your future. Do not doubt me. I'm Miss Cleo.
Oh shit!
What? Chris! You're making me laugh. Damn it all. Damn it all. I have to go to work, and we are at the end of our time. And I'm Miss Cleo, and I need to go take care of the cows and the silence of the lambs and goats and such. Oh, you're talking about the coconuts. Well, the coconuts are not too pretty these days.
Oh my god! John,
You're so funny, Chris.
John,
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Dee-dee-dee.
Oh god!
So, Chris,
Oh.
can you tell all of our listeners where to find you and where to get their free psychic reading from Mr. Chris Garcia?
Okay, I'm trying not to laugh, guys. Be serious. Anyways, you can reach me at Chris Psychic Garcia on Facebook, or you can see the crazy ass Psychic 28 on TikTok, and you could see how fun we can be with these readings on there, and people dance on there too. But we have a good time on Psychic 28. Check us out. You never know what you might catch.
Ooh, you never know. Could be some space worms. I'm not sure. That's pretty intense. But if anyone wanted to get a reading from you, they'd go and search out Psychic Chris Garcia. What does the picture look like?
I know they can reach me on Facebook. They can they go through Messenger if they want, or they can hit me up at 210-974-3470. Gotcha.
Shit.
Oh shit! That was fun. You.
That was so crazy because I was like playing the music and then all of a sudden it quit. But she's like, yep, he just snorted. I'm like, yeah, he definitely did. It definitely a thing that happened. He's like, yeah, that's awesome. When you snort, that means like intense happiness. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for you, Chris Garcia, and that you joined us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. If somebody wants a psychic reading from you, where should they go?
Facebook or TikTok, Psychic 28 or 210-974-3470. Love you.
Well, I want to thank all of you out there, whether you're in this universe or beyond the Omniverse. It was so awesome having you. Tomorrow night we have story time with me, TessaTNT. Night, love and light. Take care of my yous. We're all in this together. Together we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media because without you, there is no us. Yay! I finished that part. I can put an X on that. X. Oh, it's so slow moving. Why is my heart being not in front of my chest? Hello, hello. Oh, there it is. I did it. Whee! I don't know why my internet is so slow. So weird. But
I think it's at the end of the hour. That's why it's like late. Night,
ching ching
night.
ching ching ching. Howdy howdy. Howdy howdy.
I'll be calling you, John. I'll be calling you.
Keeping track of you and you and you and you. Yeah, right after this, I have to go to work. I'm just like, I got the sheeples. I'm like, meh. And I said, Silence of the Lambs. And my best friend is like, I don't really think that was a lamb. I'm like, okay, so lambs become sheep and they have this muzzle on them. So to me, it's Silence of the Lambs. And then
Yeah,
there's the cutest little baby cow, and then there's pigs and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty awesome. The worst thing I've had to deal with so far is like the last 2 nights, drunken people coming in looking for some sort of pervert. This certain pervert came in, he's like, hey, I see you. And he's talking to these 8, 9, 10 years olds. And he's like, blowing kisses and then doing their cell phone thing on their wristwatch. They're like, Mom, there's some sort of pervert trying to get in the blood. So last night I had 2 swarms of drunkards coming into the barn being like, we need to look around because there's a drunk ass pervert in here. And I'm like, I've been here the whole fucking time. There's 2 of us up here. There's 3 of us down there. And you think somebody's in here? No. So we turned on the lights. They got to look around. Nobody was there. Guess what? They come back like 3 hours later and did it again.
what?
And just to, let them know, hey, it's okay. There's nobody here. But in order to prove this to you, let's let you walk around on your own. So I have to follow them the whole fucking time, walking through the sheep, the pigs, the cows, everything. Nothing fucking there.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, well, the kids said this and that earlier, and so blah, blah, blah. And even one chick showed up with a beer in her hand. So I'm just like, tonight, if they show up again, I'm going to be like, sorry, you guys are intoxicated. You cannot come in here because not only did they come in when I allowed them to, they verbally assaulted my daughter saying, oh, well, we're here doing your job and you're not doing your job, blah, blah, blah. She is doing her job. We're not going through the sheep and the pigs and the goats and everything else and making them unhappy. We're sitting there and we're watching them. Yes, we do our patrols and we do go through there and we make sure everything's okay. But we're not going to do it every fucking minute on the minute. I'm telling you. And they're like, oh, well, we're doing your job, blah, blah, blah. No, you're drunk and you're in the fucking barn because you think there's a perv in here. You don't think we're doing our jobs and making sure they're not. If a perv was attached to your children, don't you think they'd be in your courtyard where you're sleeping instead of in the barn at night? I don't know. Because we have like 6 different security people out here. I don't know. It's so weird. But I just had to let them go, and I followed them, and I don't know, it's ridiculous.
You know what, Tess? It's getting mad to where I feel sorry for the kids. It's like I didn't grow up. When we went to school, we could do whatever we want. We could walk home. I feel sorry for these kids going to school. It's sad that you cannot even have your child walk home from school because some dumbass might try to do some weird fucking shit and shoot them or you're just like, really? Go get a fucking
Yeah,
job.
seriously. It's like you've worked so hard all year, and here you are at a place where you wash them and you do all these things to your animal in order to sell it, and people sell it or buy it for thousands and thousands of dollars. You've worked so hard all year. And they're like, oh, well, they're afraid to come back into the barn. That to me is redonkulous. Like, you should not be afraid. We have security here, etc., etc., but they're afraid. Even the old lady is afraid. She's like, Oh my God, I just saw somebody go in the barn. Well, that was Casey. Yes, he's kind of weird, but that was not the guy you're thinking of. And like I said, not once, but twice. Like once earlier before Casey was there, they came over running and they're like, hey, there's a pervert in here. And the guys that clean the bathroom and stuff, they turned the lights on, let them in, and I followed them around because you say you're a certain person, you say you have pigs and goats. Well, who am I to believe you? So I have to follow you and make sure you are who you say you are. So I follow them all throughout, and then later on they come in and they're like, oh, they totally recognize Casey because they went over to the beer barn and he was the bouncer over there, and they're like, oh, Casey, he's the coolest guy, blah blah blah. They still had to walk through, and then they verbally assaulted my daughter, like, oh, you're not doing your job, we're doing your job. Like, we're not going to be constantly walking through the animals and keeping them awake. We're going to be sitting on the outside navigating the entrances to this place and making sure nobody comes in. And you're saying, oh, well, you're not doing your fucking job, we're doing your job for you. Like, give me a freaking break. It was so dramatic last night. It was so tiring. I am grateful that tonight is the last night, so yay. But hopefully I don't see them again. If they do come back, I'm going to be like, sorry, you guys are intoxicated. You can't come in here. Because they were. They were totally intoxicated, but I was trying to be like reprieve to like what they're feeling. Oh, there's a pervert in here. We need to make sure he's not here. So yeah, I let them in. I followed them around, but I'm not going to do that tonight because not only did they do that, but they went over and said, oh, well, we're doing your job while you're sitting out here and not doing shit. No, my daughter goes through, she does tours of the whole place. She goes up and down all the aisles of the animals. She makes sure everybody's okay. And they're like, oh, well, you're not doing your job. We're doing your job, blah, blah, blah. Like, to me, that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah, I get
ridiculous. Why do you have to be so fucking hateful? Hello,
yeah,
Adrian.
I know they're still. You're still. I know if you're still on, but yeah, we're still being live. But yeah, but I mean, it's getting bad to where I don't know. I kind of. I mean, we gotta try to do what we can with the with a positive energy, with a lot of good psychics that are trying to make a difference. But the way
Mm-hmm.
that it just seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. But we just the best you can do is just try and help the ones that you can help, and the ones you can help, you just hope they see the light somewhere and they open their eyes, and that's all you can do.
Well, yeah, and I was telling you about how we were doing security, and first night I was just like looking around. There's cows, there's pigs, there's sheep, there's goats, all this other shit that we're taking care of. Totally fine. Second night, we got all the sleep we could get. It's not like we're sleep deprived, but I'm on one side of the barn. My daughter is completely on the other, and we're seeing figures. It's like the longer we're there, the more they come out like, hey, what's going on? I even had run into my car once. It was like boom. And it shook my car and I'm like, what the hell? It's pretty intriguing. There are things there. It's a very ancient place, and there's things that I want to share tonight on my Facebook. But before we go there, Chris, I do have to go to work tonight. I should be leaving right now. But can you tell our listeners how to find you for their reading and how to check out your TikTok and such?
Yeah, you can reach me at Psychic Chris Garcia, of course, on Facebook, or hit me up at the cell phone 210-974-3470, or they can reach me on the new platform also, TikTok Psychic 28. Just type in Psychic and then 28. We also have where I do readings, burn incense, but I do that just to welcome everyone. We have a good time on there. There's times where we just knock off, but we do make a difference. And all the my friends that are moderators in there, like John, Harley, there's others, Julie, and there's many others that we have a good time on there. One thing I will say, if you do go on TikTok, one thing we will not tolerate was talking over everyone. No bullying is accepted. If you are being rude, you will get blocked or you get deleted. Yeah, because we have control over that. and then I'm gonna try to add more of my family on my TikTok. Hopefully, to get 1,000 subscribers. So we're looking at a group in a family, trying to get everyone all together. So if you have 1,000 and you want to check us out, or you want to talk and you want us to help you, I like I do on Tessa's show. It's the same thing. It's just TikTok that's really different. Now Tessa, I don't know if you got 1,000, but if you do, we can. I can show you and advertise you if you want. It just depends if you have 1,000. But we can talk about it
Over
later.
1,000. But yeah, Adrian here is saying, thought I seen something strange today, like a black ball inside my room, which I've seen that not only on camera, but on like the Connect camera, where it's like looking for figures and these black balls fly through it. And then he said, yeah, it was strange. I haven't told anyone but you guys tonight. But Adrian, he's on, I believe the Navajo reservation, could be Ute. But yeah, he's dealing with a lot of strange stuff out there.
No, but I know that you have to go test. I just want you to be careful. Please be careful on the way to work. Many blessings to you as always. You're like another sister. I'll probably, I'll talk to everybody else, and I'm pretty sure they'll welcome you. So we'll talk about that much later date. Just let me know that you got there
Yeah, and I
safe.
was gonna let you know, like, if you want to do the after party, you're already attached to it, so all you have to do is like start it. So you can do that, or you can do your own thing. So that'd be
Okay.
totally cool, and I might even join in later on if you guys are in that.
Okay.
Because the main guy I hang out with, I hate to say I generally don't like to talk to him. Like the other three are down at the other end, and I have to deal with this guy that is talking about his horror stories. Instead of horror stories, it's horror stories. I'm like, really? I really don't want to hear about this shit right now.
True.
But it's kind
But
of like junior high school shit going into adult shit. I don't know.
just
But
be
I'm so
careful.
grateful for all these people that called in tonight. And I'm sorry about the whole Skype thing. We're still trying to work it out. Hopefully, we'll get that going eventually. But thank you once more, Chris, for being on and being amazing and being my brother and just listening to everybody's quandaries.
Yep. And love you guys. I'll be seeing you later.
All right.
Good night.
Night night. Live and light, Chris.
Good night, everyone.